Hey Google.
Hey Alexa.
Hey Siri.
Hey Matty, fire up the Meraki Podcast.
Welcome back to the Meraki Podcast. This episode is coming to you from Meraki Podcast Studio on Yugambeh Country. I'm Matt Cavasso and I'm a proud new knuckle man. Today we've got someone who's walked one of the coolest paths in my eyes. She has served as a police officer in Victoria for close to a decade, to becoming a fitness leader, to building her own wellness brand. She's a loving mother and a grandmother, and is also the heart and hustle behind Beehappi, a gut, health and collagen company that's helping Aussies feel better from the inside out. But what I love most about her is is the way she keeps it real, whether it's through her Shaz's tips, her fitness journey, or just the way she connects with people and makes health feel simple and doable. Sharon Orval?
Well done. It's a
Welcome
hard
to the
one.
Meraki Podcast.
It is an absolute pleasure to be here, Matt.
And I mean that, what I just said there.
Thank you. That was like, are you sure you're talking about me?
Yeah, I am. Well, what I've followed you for a very, very long time, and it's I'm sure you're well aware of why I've followed you. You're
Yes.
from your family being in the spotlight.
Yes.
I don't need to say any more than that.
No, I think everyone knows who they are, that's for sure.
For people that don't know, your husband or ex-husband?
He's the very well-known Angrydad. Yes.
Yes, Angrydad and Mitch and the boys, Dylan
Dylan and Mitchell and Hannah.
Hannah, that's
Yep.
it. Which I just parked her car for you.
Yes, you did. Okay. Did you have to bring that up? Sorry, Hannah, but I was afraid to do it. So.
Well, it was quite a tight spot, and it was best to get it in there safely.
Yes, it was. Thanks, Matt. Thanks for outing me. I can park. Drives a police car for
wasn't
10
your
years
car.
and she still can't park.
Well, if you get high enough in the police force, someone else drives for you.
Well,
You don't
that's
need
true.
to.
Yeah, I didn't get to Chief Commissioner, funnily enough. But
You've achieved a lot there. Country girl from Victoria.
well, when you say that, it does kind of make me feel a little bit proud, to be honest.
You should be. You should be very proud.
Yeah,
you don't get to where you are now from being a lazy piece of shit. And I'll put that bluntly because I don't sugarcoat anything here. For what you've achieved to even getting into the police force, like you're a proud mother, like I said, but you've been on this huge journey of achieving a lot of pretty cool things.
I think I was really lucky to have two incredible parents that actually really inspired me to be a better person, like continually. And I know right from the very beginning, my main goal, even when I was a little girl at school, was to make them proud.
Yeah, nice.
The sparkly shine in my dad's eyes when you did something good. It was so worth it. And he was a really, really proud community man, did so much for his community. He was presidents of Lions clubs and football clubs and trainers, and he, tidy towns. He had our whole town won the tidy towns for Victoria, which is pretty amazing for our tiny town in Rapanya.
Rapanya.
Yeah.
Where's Rapanya for people that don't know?
Oh, Rapanya is probably one of the smallest towns in country Victoria.
Yep.
It's in the Wimmera.
Okay.
When I was living there, I didn't even live in the town. We grew up on a farm outside it in Rapanya South. And it was actually, I think the population was 450 people when I lived there.
Wow.
So
Do you reckon it's still that small? It wouldn't have grown too much,
it's actually very small. I have been back. No, it's gone the other way. There's, we used to have a couple of pubs. We had a couple of garages, milk bar, like all of those things have closed.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
So
sad.
It's just farming that keeps that town alive?
Very much farming, but it's always been a fantastic community town. I think like most country towns, they tend to base everything on their sport.
Yeah, they do, don't
if
they?
you don't play football, cricket,
netball,
tennis, netball, basketball,
you don't fit in.
Well, you're just not going to belong in the town.
No,
you're
true.
going to struggle. That's literally everything that happens in the town is based around that.
You'd be the outcast.
And, you literally would. You'd be lost.
Yeah.
You would feel very lost.
Yeah, wow.
You had to get involved.
How was life there as a young Sharon?
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
I talk about it with my kids now because obviously they grew up in the city in Melbourne.
In Melbourne, yeah.
And when I talk about it to them, they just think, that's how they would love their kids to grow up.
Yeah.
Like for me, it was sheltered.
Yeah.
Because when we lived out on the farm, we didn't see anybody.
No,
a cousin that would come every now and then, or our neighbouring farm.
Yeah.
People if we were on the way to school or something. But it was the most amazing, carefree life. We grew up not caring about things. Things were not important. All of our play was imaginary because we didn't have money. We didn't have toys. We didn't have all of those things. So you went out on the farm and you made up something to play. Like
rode a motorbike or
yes, we did that.
Played with the sheep or whatever it was.
Chased the sheep, chased the bull, see if it would catch you. I don't know whose idea that was.
How good's that?
That was the most terrifying game I've ever played. Actually, chasing the geese was almost worse
than
the
they'd turn
bull.
around and attack you.
Those things are crazy.
And usually not on a motorbike or a push bike or something.
Oh, no, we were running.
Yeah.
It was a dangerous game. Yeah. If you didn't make it up over the side when the bull was chasing you back, like some close calls. Yeah.
How good. How good. Excuse me. I start every podcast with a mental health check. You are also a ambassador for
Bully Zero.
There you go. Bully Zero, which is?
Bully Zero is a fantastic anti-bullying campaign.
Yep.
It was actually started by a beautiful man who lost his son through suicide because of bullying.
Yeah.
And in his honour, he actually started Bully Zero to try and make a difference. He didn't want other parents to ever go through what he went through. Terrible, like heartbreaking.
Young kid?
He was young. And they have a big focus on schools. They go into schools.
Nice.
They do a lot of education for people that are being bullied, but also for the bullies themselves as well.
Okay.
Like, because as you know, hurt people. Like,
yes, they do.
Yeah,
100%.
They need as much love as what the people that are being hurt do. And I think a lot of people find that hard to see, but I know that, people don't strike out. They don't say mean things. They don't do mean things unless they're
struggling themselves.
Right themselves.
So you talk about suicide. I lost it, and I say this every time I ask this question to a guest. I lost 11 people to suicide last year.
11?
Yeah, 10 were male and 1 was a female, and I've lost 3 this year. So this year's a lot less, but it's something that I focus on so much, and I'm always the one in the group chats with my mates and always asking the questions. Those 11 people were in these group chats, and they're now no longer with us, but like I've pulled 3 people out of a hole by doing this podcast, and I had one on 3 episodes ago that was a person that listened to my podcast, and I pulled them out of a hole just because of this. So my job's not done.
Great.
But what I want to ask is, how is your mental health, and have you ever struggled with it?
I 100% have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you like to talk about it?
Look.
You don't have to if you don't want to, but
teary, but
that's okay.
Over the years, it has been a struggle for me, and I think it's probably very a lot of people are very aware that when I was in primary school, I was bullied.
Okay.
And bullied at a time in my life when I'd just moved in off the farm to a brand new school. I was already in grade 4.
Okay.
I knew no one. I knew my cousin.
Yeah.
That was the only person at the school. So settling in was tough.
Yeah.
And strangely, I got bullied by a younger girl.
Okay.
And I totally forgive her.
Yeah.
I look back now and I see that she was struggling. She was in a terrible place at the time. Her life was tough. So she wasn't doing it because she was a horrible person.
She knew how to deal with it.
She just didn't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
And, I think sometimes people see you as a threat for whatever reason, maybe because you're the new kid on the block.
Yeah.
Other people are going to be sort of drawn to you. But I don't know, but I was at that age of my life, I was extremely mentally
unstable,
probably immature.
Okay.
I didn't really know how to deal with a lot of people. I didn't have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Like I came from a school that closed because it had 9 people left in it.
Yeah, wow. That's crazy.
And there was all the students were all in one classroom.
Yeah.
So, and obviously because of that, I'm a little tiny girl going there in a room with grade 6 kids. And I remember, sitting on the floor and wetting myself because I was too scared to asked to go to the bathroom, like just little things like that. And
that's
my
sad.
poor mum would probably tell you she'd come and pick me up from school nearly every day because I'd be crying until they came, she'd come to get me. But so I think because I was very, I think perhaps immature or intimidated by people, when I got to this new school, I found it really hard to fit in. So I withdrew even more.
Okay.
And then I guess I was a bit of an easy target.
Yeah.
So, and look, I made it through. By the time I got to high school, I'd sort of found my best friend, who's still my best friend now.
Nice. I love that.
And she's been like my rock ever since.
Yeah.
And I sort of found her towards, in grade 6, I started to spend a bit of time with her. So by the time I got to high school, it was, she really made the big difference for me to.
Someone that you could rely on and you could.
Well, she helped me to be confident. And she lived across the road from me where we moved into town. So we were literally like sisters.
Yeah.
We'd walk to school every day.
Lovely.
Or to the school bus every day.
Nice. That's cool.
We spent all our time together. So, she was a massive help.
Where does she live now?
She still lives in country Victoria, but not in Rapania.
Okay.
She lives in Horsham, where my mum is.
Yep. Yeah, nice. So you see her when you go see mum?
All the time. We FaceTime all the time.
How good. I love that.
We have our FaceTime drinks together.
That's cool.
That tend to go for like 4 hours.
6 bottles of wine later.
Yeah, she visits me up here all the time.
Sorry, you're a gin drinker.
I am actually, I love my wine, but gin is my go-to.
Yes.
But I save up for twice a week maybe to have a couple of wines. Oh, that gin. Oh, my gosh. I'm obsessed with it.
Home loan?
And for the first time, it actually tastes like the alcohol-free. It tastes like gin. Like you feel like you're having a nice little.
Yeah, nice. I don't drink, but.
Yeah, well.
I used to, trust me.
Yeah. And look, if you're trying to not be a drinker, it's certainly a good way to go. And I've certainly leveled mine way back from what I used to do.
Yeah,
and
nice.
You talk about mental health, and I used it as a crutch for a while there.
Yeah, drugs, alcohol, gambling were my biggest problems and affected my mental health big time, and that's the reason why I don't touch it anymore. And I just feel like I'm not a good person on it as well, so it's easier for me not to do it. If I drank, it was for 4 days in a row, and it was drugs were involved as well, and nothing ever comes good of that in my eyes.
I think anything that has more control over you than you have over it, it's it's your addiction then.
Yeah, spot on.
And if alcohol is something that you have no control over, if you can't say, well, I'm not going to drink from however 5 days a week, and then when I do, I'm going to have 3 or 4 glasses of wine. That's a big night. Like 2 glasses is the norm.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to get myself to a point where I feel so drunk that I do or say something stupid. And I'm a very much
social drinker.
We've discussed this with Amy. I'm a Leo, so we like to be in control. We don't like to have a feeling of not being in control of ourselves. So the thought of me saying or doing something that is out of my control is enough to woo me right back.
You focused on your mental health when you were young.
Yes.
How is it now, though?
Okay. Yeah.
And you're honest.
I'm going to be.
Opinion.
Yeah, I'm going to be really honest with you. It's up and down.
Yep. And it's okay to be up and down.
Yeah. Look, and I'm like that with my followers. I'm always really honest about that. That not every day is a good day.
No.
It's impossible for it to be. Life's meant to be messy.
Of course.
I think
it's supposed to be challenging.
Well, I think we have this real misguided belief that your life should be good. Well, it should be good.
The good should be better than the bad.
Yeah,
it
should be good at a basic level,
Correct.
I think, perhaps. But you should also know that there's going to be bad days. There's going to be not too good days. There's going to be really friggin' bad days that are going to be hard to come back out of. And we all have them, and
Yep.
it's okay to have them.
I had one this morning.
Did you?
Yeah, I was struggling a bit because I purchased these, but I left these bits at home. So I had the mics, but I couldn't put them onto anything. So I self-sabotaged. yeah. Well, that's what we used to do.
Yep.
And that's why I purchased these. But I was like self-sabotaging I was frustrated, and then I was letting my emotions out, and then Amy was trying to prepare to tattoo, and just my emotions affected her morning, which then wasn't good. So I had a shit morning, but other than that, it was pretty good.
It comes back to the old story of it's not what's actually happened, it's how you've reacted to it that causes your really bad day. Yep. And sometimes it's hard to remind ourselves that. Like, I'm not going to say I'm great at it. I'm a work in progress always. Yep. But I know I've gotten better at it. Yep. So, overreacting all the time is what causes half of our stress.
Yeah,
and half
totally
of our
agree.
Problems with other people and with ourselves.
Yep.
If we can learn to, take a breath, count to 3, count to 10, whatever it needs, and then just think, okay, is this literally, is it the end of the world?
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, it's not great, but, and I always go through this process in my mind where I say, is it something that I have control of? Mm-hmm. Can I alter? Can I change it? If I can't, well, then I have to let it go because it's not even my issue.
So true.
And then the other thing that I would say is that I would say to myself, if I can't change the outcome and something's happened, then how I'm going to react to it and how I'm going to feel about it is going to change how I feel right now today.
Yep.
And you never know. Tomorrow could be something else.
Yeah.
And I'm a big believer, and you probably would also know from my Instagram that I totally 100%, believe that God has a plan.
Yes.
And I've taught myself to say it might look terrible now what's happened, but this might have happened for a reason.
Shaped it to be what it is down the track. And then you'll look back and you'll be like, okay, that's why that happened.
Yes. So it's not so much a matter of, oh my gosh, this terrible thing's happened. I start to look at it and think, okay, these terrible things happened, but maybe this is going to be a good thing down the track.
Yeah.
And a couple of things in my business that's shown me that recently where I've thought what happened was, earth-shattering, only to find out that down the track it's made me make changes that have changed things for the better and are better for my business. So those things had to happen. That's me being sent on a new path.
Yeah.
It's just can't see it at the time.
No, exactly right. It's hard to think of that process when you're in that situation. Like, I've trained myself to be able to deal with shit situations and change that mentality of the way when it does happen.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't do it. A lot of people need to look at it in a different way and how they can move forward from it.
Yep.
So how do you deal with that?
Look, I know for a fact what I have gotten better at.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I just had this conversation with my mum the other day in that I tended to be an overreactor. Like I would react to everything, and I'm such a person that speaks my mind.
Yeah,
like if
so
I think something, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to say it when you leave the room.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I'm just going to say it straight up, and I'm always going to give you my opinion.
Yeah.
And I've realised, as you get a bit older, that not everybody wants to hear your opinion.
But I'll tell them anyway.
But I'll still try and tell them. But you've got to be, you've got to say your opinion without it being opinionated.
Yes.
This is just
and
my
voice
thoughts.
it the correct way.
Yeah, and allow other people to have theirs. Mm-hmm. And so I've.
But ours are always right.
Oh, of course. But we just let them think they're right at the time.
Yeah.
But in our heads, we're like, well, we know we're right. But, sometimes it's quite pleasurable to let people think they are.
Yeah, they finally won, but no, you haven't.
But I have found that if I find myself now in conversations and people say things and I think, and I'm, it's nearly about to come out my mouth and I think, Sharon, you don't actually need to have that opinion right now.
Yeah, okay. That's cool that you can control.
Well, yeah, and I think probably one of the best things I've learned is that old thing, do you want my opinion?
Yeah.
Or do you just want to tell me about it and have me listen?
Yeah.
Like which one? Because
do you
sometimes
ask that?
I do say that to my kids a bit now because Sometimes
with age you learn that too, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Well, look.
No, I'm not saying that you're old.
No, well, I am.
But do you feel that that's
100%?
Yeah.
Of course, you learn it with age because
I feel I'm at that stage myself now.
You're starting to grow that way.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I'm way more mature than I was 4 years ago.
Oh, and that's so possible.
But I feel like my maturity, but a lot of people probably won't agree with this because I'm the larrikin. Like I'm always the.
But that's not immature. That's just fun.
Yeah.
To be a larrikin. I'm a larrikin. Like,
but when I come to like the conversations with Amy and stuff, the persona or the person I am around everyone is a completely different person when I'm with Amy because Amy's an introvert. She's a Leo. She's very quiet. And I change my whole extroverted person I am when I'm with her.
When you're with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
which is a great skill.
Yeah. Well, I just have to do it because I know she doesn't enjoy it.
It's too much for her.
Yeah, correct. So I feel like I've become a lot more mature in the last 3 years because of the person I'm with, which is a great thing because
fantastic thing.
What we were talking about is I was the total opposite person.
Okay.
I was on the drugs and I was on the alcohol and it wasn't
You took
a good
being
life.
a larrikin a little bit too far.
Correct. Yeah. For everyone else, not for myself.
And do you think is that why? Because you think that's what people want to see?
Correct. Yeah, definitely. I'm a people pleaser.
Yeah.
Are you?
I believe I am 100%. Nothing makes me happier than pleasing somebody else. You know? I'm the person that would rather give a gift than receive one because I just want to see their face and their reaction. But at the same time, being a people pleaser is a terrible.
So taxing.
Oh, well, what it does is it empties your cup all the time.
Yeah,
And you're not
always empty.
Well, you barely have a chance to refill it because you're so busy wanting everybody else to be so happy and you know making sure this is perfect and that's
so
perfect.
true.
And you tend to leave yourself to last a bit when you do that, which
bad,
is not
isn't
good.
it?
Well, it's not good for mental health.
No,
it's
not
terrible
at all.
for mental health.
It's shocking. How are and this is all these questions are a question without warning, but I'd like to ask, how are your kids' mental health?
Look,
and
again,
how's the old boy's mental health?
Okay.
I feel like his mental health's always...
He's always up and down.
Yeah.
Look, and I think most people are very similar. I don't think a lot of people would say their mental health's amazing.
Mitch talks about it openly.
Mitch does very openly. He's had a lot of big mental health struggles. So's Dylan.
Yeah.
So's Mark and so's Hannah for that matter.
Okay.
Yeah. She really struggled during COVID.
Okay.
Badly.
I think everyone in Victoria did.
Oh, 100% they did. Yeah. That was a terrible time for everyone, but they've all had their mental health struggles and still do.
They going all right now?
But they're all going well.
Okay, that's good.
They are.
I don't just care about you. I care about your whole family because everything like that you see, like you only see what's put it there, right? So that's why I want to ask, not just about yourself, but because they're your family at the end of the day. Of course,
and there's a lot of guessing that goes on that people need to mind their own business. But at the end of the day, you want to share your life with the world a little bit, but there's also you don't need to share everything. And obviously, my kids' mental health is hugely important to me. And I'll be completely honest with you, when their mental health's not right, neither's mine.
Yeah.
Like that's when I tend to go down a rabbit hole the most.
Yeah.
And
you care. You want them to be good, so you can be good.
It's just, I don't know. As a mum, I can't explain it any other way than the whole world is just like centered around these little humans that you've created. And you think about it from, you've had these little cute little toddlers and children that you just put your entire world into. Yep. You can't think of anything else but them just being happy and having a good life. So it's impossible.
That's your whole life.
To stop doing it, They go, oh, Mum, we'll be fine. And I think, well, I know that. And, in my heart, I know who they are is already created.
Yeah,
their beliefs, their
well, Mitch is very, are they all very in touch with?
Yeah, Mitch the most.
Yeah, I thought so,
But I think too, Mitch has always been as a small child, extremely
He's very smart.
He's very smart.
Yeah.
They're all very smart, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. School doesn't always show it, but no, they all made it through. They all passed HSC or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It's not that. I don't think I made that
that's
up.
what it used to be when we did it.
That's it.
Yeah.
But
UAI,
but they're all really clever, very clever.
Yeah.
In different areas and in their own right.
Mm-hmm.
But Mitch has always been individual.
Yes.
From when he was a little boy, never cared what anyone thinks, you know. And I had this discussion with Dylan the other day because Dylan used to worry, you know, like, Mum, that doesn't match. Or can I wear that top with that shorts? When he was 3, you know, we'd have this argument about what he was wearing. Whereas I used to say I could have put a dress on the end of the bed and a pair of my high heels and Mitch would go out the door and wouldn't question it. Like, he didn't care what anyone thought about him. And if I said wear that, he'd go, oh, yeah, all right, Mum, yeah, I'll do that, you know.
Does he get that trait from you or from Dad?
I think he gets it from my dad.
Okay.
I think
Not yourself.
My dad never cared what anybody thought of him. His focus was on doing whatever he thought was important in the community, in his family, in his life. And I think Mitch is the same. I think Mitch has a lot of my dad's traits.
Yeah. You don't have that?
I'd like to think I do, but I know I probably care a little bit more about what people think of. I guess we all do. I mean, I say that.
I don't. So I'm the opposite. I couldn't give a fuck what people think about me. Yeah.
Look, I don't. I do and I don't. Like, I genuinely, like, I'm the first person that, you know, someone will say, oh, you shouldn't wear that tonight because it's not that dressy. And I'll be like, I don't care. This is what I feel like wearing.
Yeah,
like, I genuinely don't care about what anyone else is wearing. Like,
do you know what
I'll do it.
You know what I've noticed, and I've probably only noticed this like recently, and we both live on the Gold Coast. People are more worried about themselves. Yes. And so, for example, we go on the beach. I noticed that you put a story up the other day promoting a pair of bikinis for a business. I can't remember the name of them.
Yep. That's my daughter's business.
Well, there you go.
That's
Hannah's
new swim.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to get Amy some. I'll buy some, obviously.
So proud of her. She's doing really well.
That's so good.
Yeah.
So people, and it's not just when we're on the beach here, but when we go to the beach, I'm just using this as an example, people are only worried about what they look like. They don't care about what anyone else is wearing on the beach.
Yep.
But so many people are fixated on
thinking that everyone's noticing
watching them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I take that one back to the gym all the time too when people say, I'm too scared to be in there or I don't want to be up at the front row in a class. And I always say no one's actually watching you.
No, they're not.
They're so focused on what they're doing and in their own little world that, you know, you could probably leave the class and we could say, right, which one of these 20 people were in there and they wouldn't
have
even
a clue.
No. So,
I hate the gym. I hate it. Like, I'm the biggest extrovert, like I said, and played footy and stuff like all my life.
Okay.
As soon as I get into a gym, I'm the total opposite. I'm the biggest introvert you've ever met.
Right.
I don't know why
you feel intimidated by something.
I don't know what I'm doing, I feel.
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest thing. And I just feel like everyone's watching me.
Yeah.
But they're not.
And no one is. Which is,
I know they're not.
And that's like you think, like, you imagine that's you who's an extrovert who's played sport all your life, very confident, and you still are feeling like that in a gym. Imagine what some poor person that's never worked out, has no idea of what a dumbbell is, let alone, you know, like
curls or whatever it is.
Yeah. And, honestly, it is a really tough call, but it's just one of those things. I think you have to work on your confidence in going, I've got to stop worrying about what people are thinking. I know when I go into the gym, I actually don't care if I'm over at a machine trying to work out which end I'm meant to be on. I've just moved buildings and I walked into the gym in there and I thought, my God, what am I doing here? And I'm pulling pins out and trying to get things like, if you're watching me on camera, you'd think that's the first time this girl's ever been at a gym.
She wasn't a PT.
She's not a PT. But, you know, I don't care about that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I care that if people don't think I'm a good person is probably what I care about the most.
That's what I care about.
But day to day, what I look like, what I wear, like, people all have their say on that. Honestly, I don't care. I'll do whatever I want.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to chuck you at one of the deepest questions we've got. We've already smashed half an hour. What's your purpose in life?
I'm going to say that's actually not so deep.
Not
I
deep?
feel like that's a pretty easy
A lot
question.
of people don't know this answer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're not in touch with themselves.
My purpose in life is to be a good person,
Yeah.
number one.
Yep, definitely.
Not just pretend or show, look like I'm being a good person, but actually be a good person. To care about my community.
Yeah.
To help other people.
Nice.
To especially help other people with their health and their fitness.
Yeah.
To understand that what's happening in your brain has so much to do with what's happening inside your body. If you're fueling your body with all the wrong things,
yes,
your brain is confused. You will never have a clear mind and a happy mind while you're fueling your body with all the wrong things.
So true.
It just won't
happen. I drink a can of Coke.
Exactly. Gosh, don't even get me started. Everybody who follows me knows how I feel about soft drink, and if it's a diet one, it's even worse. So.
Well, I'm glad I'm having a full strength.
You're on the sugar high cycle.
Well, I need it because I feel like I've actually got pre-workout in this, which is just
gosh, you're a
because I'm
dag.
buggered.
Yeah.
Like I've had a huge week at work and I was like, I need a sugar and I haven't had breakfast, which is the other problem.
Okay, so I need to get you in some gut health. That's what I need to do. And then you won't need any of those things.
No.
Like a coffee, a cup of
I
coffee in the
can't drink
morning. Really? And you're on all that's a bit. And yet that's like having 15 coffees at once.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. I literally can't drink coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
but let's talk about that journey for sure.
So
we will get there. So that's your purpose.
Well, it is that. And literally to make sure that my family, biggest purpose, stays together, has each other's back always, and continues the legacy that my dad left.
Yeah, nice.
That your family is the most important thing in the world.
Yep.
So, I don't care what happens in their lives.
Yeah.
Where they go astray, where they come back, as long as they always come back to each other and they always have each other's back.
Yeah. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Made me a bit teary, sorry.
It's okay. Who are your late father?
Yes.
Yeah. Lovely man, obviously.
Oh, absolutely.
Shaped you to who you are today.
Yeah, look, he was probably one of the proudest men I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
And definitely made me want to be a
good person. Yeah.
When I say a good person, I think of someone like my dad, because and when I say he came from nothing, I'm telling you, he came from nothing. He struggled.
Yeah, wow.
And as a very small boy, he was taken from his family and sent to his auntie and uncle because they decided they had too many kids living in a house with one room and didn't have room for him, and he was too hard to handle and just sent him away. Yeah. So he really had, thankfully, his auntie and uncle that he went to were absolutely beautiful people, incredible. But my dad worked so hard his entire life. Like, people think they work hard.
They don't know.
I look at my mum and dad and I think about how hard they both worked their entire lives, and I think I couldn't work. If I worked for another 50 years, I wouldn't be able to do as much as what they seem to cram in their lives.
Yeah, wow.
They were the epitome of hard workers for not that much reward.
Yep.
And never complained about it, ever. Just didn't complain. They just did it. It was just,
It's unheard of these days, hey? People just, and I'll rudely say it, people don't fucking know what hard work is.
Well, I'm going to totally agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't think people do.
No,
I think we all think we're working hard.
Yeah.
And I hear myself saying it too, and I think, oh, my God, that's embarrassing, because in comparison to how my parents worked, I don't know what hard work is.
Well, I feel like, and this will sound so bad, but this lifestyle that we have now, we have social media. There's so many ways that we can make money by sitting here and doing like nothing in people's eyes. Like, your father would say, for example, you're sitting here and you're talking and you're earning money off this.
He would.
I'm not that I make money off this podcast, but people do.
But he would think that was crazy.
Yeah.
No, he would be like, what on earth are you doing? Go and get a job. Like, literally go and work. That's
and there's girls doing, and blokes doing OnlyFans and stuff like that are making ridiculous amount of money. And That's hard work.
It is, apparently.
But you know what I mean?
It would be hard work,
you
I think, too.
Literally.
Yes, very hard.
But you know what I mean?
All right, we went there.
But what I mean is, like, they've had a big week and they've worked really hard, and at the end of the day, they've taken some photos in some lingerie, or they've had sex, or whatever it is, but they didn't fucking round up cattle for 14 hours, and they didn't sit in the sun in 43-degree heat and
on a tractor.
But like there's
stripping crops.
But you know what I mean? Like the hard work these days is fucking not like it used to be.
Well, it is different. And, you know, like I know most people are going to listen to this and go, oh, you know.
It's true though.
Please, like, you know, that was, my kids were listening. They'd go, that was the olden days. And I'd be like, yeah, but there was still something about the fact that you were physically as well as mentally challenged every single day of your life with things. And, you know, you think about people like my mum and dad, like they were on a farm and they didn't have farm hands. Yeah. They had each other. Yeah. You know, my mum is up, she's got 4 kids, she's trying to get everything done, and my dad will be like, right, today we're
sowing the paddock or whatever they're doing.
Well, he'd be like, we're going to put all the do the lambs and put all the rings on the tails, and mum, and mum would just be there, and she'd spend, you know,
I don't know how they do it, hey?
10 hours doing that, and then come back and have dinner on the table for him, because he wouldn't think, wow, she's probably a bit tired, don't worry about dinner tonight. He'd walk in and say, where's my 3-course meal? Like, what have you been doing all day? And mum would be like,
so true.
Yeah, I was your farmhand, remember?
That's so true.
But you know what I think the biggest issue with it is? I think back then that people worked really hard and they didn't expect an immediate reward.
Yeah, so true.
They were just prepared to just keep working and keep working. And if you had enough to live, that's all that really mattered. Yeah. We didn't have enough to do anything extra. But we always had enough for food or to live.
I totally know how that feels when I was young.
Yeah, and don't you think that's changed now?
Yeah, definitely.
Everyone's just expecting to do something, and then it's boom, and they're going to have all this money coming in. And
I've got this nice car,
and
I've got that,
and you've got to have a Ferrari or a Porsche or something. Well, I tell you now, no matter how, even if my dad had have ended up rich, he would never have done that sort of thing. Like he'd have given it to the, you know, the football club or the Lions club, or
brought him more footballs or something.
Yeah, he would have, for sure. Anything we had as it was, he would give away to people in the community.
Yeah, wow.
But I like that.
Yeah, it's cool.
I would rather be more like that. I would like to be more like that.
Well, you can be that person. You just have to get to that stage where you can give away more, and you got to build to get to that and put in the hard yards. And that's not just directed at you; it's directed at everyone listening.
100%. And contrary to popular opinion, like, we're not rich. Like, we struggle every day like everybody else. You know, we're renting at the moment. Like,
so am I.
You know, life is not a breeze for us. Yeah, and you know, nothing comes easy. No. And I wish I did have things. You know, I wish I could give away more, and I wish I could do things. You know. For family and for friends, and
so
you know,
the way you do get rich is by people buying your Beehappi.
Please buy my Beehappi. When I get rich, I'll help you. No, I'm joking. I wouldn't. But yes, look, that's, you know, that was a big
money
thing.
Isn't everything at the end of the day.
Well, it's not.
Eyes,
and you know,
helps.
I didn't start my business to make money.
Yeah.
That was never my goal. It was not something I thought, I just need to start a business. Mm. It was definitely more about it was aligned with what I wanted to do. Yeah. And that was literally what we're talking about before with that gym thing. Like, you know, helping people's confidence to get in there and stay there and feel good enough to stay there, whether it's a gym or a sporting club or whatever it is they're joining. So that's why I started. It was a gap bridger. It was not anything to do with, right, I need to make money. You know, I'm not even sure I believed in myself enough that I was going to ever make money.
I feel like you still don't.
Well, I don't. Yeah. I've never made a cent for myself, a wage, ever.
I know how that feels. I don't take a wage out of here. I've got a full-time job. We own this business and I work a full-time job. And then on my weekends, in here doing podcasts.
So people, you need to come in and get tattoos done. Oh my God, and she's pretty good too.
She's very good.
Yeah, I'm into art and she's incredible.
I'm biased, but it's good to hear it from someone else.
No, that's incredible artwork out there. And, you know, not every tattooist I don't know why we're getting on tattoos now, but
that's okay.
Like,
because you're about to get one.
I promised my dad. It's like everything. Like you have the part of whatever you do for a living. You're really good at one part of it, and not as good. Like, and I can see hers is very much artistic.
Yes,
very much. Yeah,
like realism,
making it
art.
looking living. Yes.
Yeah.
I was just watching the one she's doing on the guy out there, and I thought, wow, that face is
phenomenal.
Yeah.
I've got like a big Kobe Bryant piece on my leg. We'll talk about this because we're talking about.
Oh my gosh!
And
that actually looks exactly like him.
And then Ned Brockman on my, Ned Brockman is the runner.
I don't.
But and then that's a different bloke again.
That's amazing.
But, just showing you all my leg.
Yeah, do that. I feel like it's better you show yours than mine. No one wants to see mine. I'd have to do someone with a wrinkly face now just above both knees so it would look right. Maybe I should do that. And just look, no, it's tattooed, those wrinkles. They're not mine.
I'm sure we could do it. It hasn't been done before.
I have thought about tattooing my entire leg black just to cover it up. That'd be good.
It'd probably look worse, I reckon.
Yeah. Just make sure it's all covered.
You're fit. You're very fit.
Nah, look, you can only do what you can do. At the end of the day, when you get to my age, you're 61, your skin gets looser.
Of course. It's gravity.
That you can't change.
Yeah.
All the exercise in the world can't make your skin better. But be happy can, no?
Yeah. So true, so true.
Yeah.
What's one quote you live by?
Oh, just one.
What's the first one that come to your head?
I'm going to say, but I feel like I always use this same one. I feel like it's the same one all the time, but comparison is the thief of joy.
Yes, nice. I have heard that. It
is my favourite.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few. I probably should because I think that's one of the things that I learned my most lessons through by understanding.
Okay.
That every time I was comparing myself, it was stealing my joy.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, everyone's an individual.
Yep. So
and
true.
why would you not be proud of who you are?
Yeah. Yeah, and you need to be. And don't just settle for that happiness. Push it further and your goal further to be better, to make yourself even more happier. Every day. Yeah.
Yeah. And the minute you believe that that you don't need to grow anymore, like I could say, I'm 61, I've learned everything. Oh, my God, I'm not even close.
Yeah.
Keep hoping that, by my last breath, I'll be going, I think I might have a handle on a few more things now. Like, I'm getting there.
But you want to look back at what you've achieved, like I brought up with what I brought up at the start of this episode, the things that you have achieved, you should be very proud of also. So don't look like you haven't achieved anything. You need to look back as well. But I also say in my previous podcast of my direction is always look forward. Yes. Don't look back, because if you look back, you're taking your eyes off the prize, but learn from what is behind you.
Well, they do say that's why the rear view vision mirror is small and the one in front of you is so big.
Yeah.
But you're right. You've got to, anything that you're looking back at, as long as you're looking back at the lessons you learned from it and where you grew from it. Yeah. Like, because if you're looking back at it and it's holding you back, there's a very big difference.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think for a long time there, I was allowing a lot of things to hold me back.
Yeah.
But I've just decided that, mistakes I've made, things I've done wrong, there's been a lot of shit I wish I could change. But at the end of the day, it's all taught me to be where I am now, and I'm happy. Like, I feel pretty good about where I am now. And like you said, just reading out what you did at the start of this podcast, I was like, okay, well, I am a little bit proud of myself.
Yeah, that's good. Self-reflection.
I haven't been just a mum and done, not much in my life.
Yeah.
Let's not put just a mum down either, because, wow, that out of all those jobs that you just read out, that was the hardest one I've ever done.
Of course.
By
and you did it
country
3
mile.
times.
Yes. And now I'm reliving it all with the little grandies.
Yeah, how cute are they?
Oh, they're so cute.
They're
the light of my life.
I love the blonde hair too. It's just...
It's a very strong gene, that one.
It is. It's not going anywhere.
My mum.
If there's no blonde hair, then there's questions to be asked.
Oh, I feel like there would be. You'd be like, oh, are you sure?
Where were
my
you?
daughter's partner is from Papua New Guinea, so their chances of having blonde children might be a little bit.
Yeah, true.
Little bit less.
Yeah.
Which we want a gorgeous little curly hair, dark skin.
Imagine the dark skin with the blonde hair.
Oh, well, that would be a treat.
That'd be gorgeous.
Blonde hair and curls.
Oh.
Well, I'm curly. My hair's super curly.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just don't let it happen.
Oh, no. Yeah. That's part of my childhood trauma, trust me. The nicknames I had for my hair, I was Sheep.
Oh.
Yeah, for years and years, and that was at high school. Yeah,
that's not good.
Yeah, well, it wasn't good hair, trust me.
It's like country curls.
I was a Monty for it. It was just like a big.
There's a company for someone. Country curls.
Country curls. Yeah. Is anyone going to go for them these days? I don't think anyone leaves their hair naturally curly.
No, not on the Gold Coast anyway.
No. We're all faking it till we make it now.
Oh, so true. Police force. What got you into the police force?
Well, that literally also takes me back to making my dad proud.
Okay.
I was 23 years old.
Yep.
I think I was 22 when I first started deciding, but I thought, this is embarrassing. Like, what am I doing with my life? I'd been up living here for a couple of years. I'd gone back to the country. I thought, I'm working in a retail shop. Like, is this all I'm going to do with my life, or am I really wanting to do something,
I
want to achieve something and I want to make my dad proud.
Yeah.
That was why.
Was Dad passed away?
He has now.
No, he wasn't then, though.
He wasn't
so
then.
You still wanted
no,
to make him proud.
I wanted to do it. Well, yeah. And I literally just thought, I'm going to do something that's a career. I want a career. And when I was in high school, I actually thought about being in the police force quite a lot.
So it was always in your mind.
It was always in my mind, but fear was stopping me.
Okay.
Again, that terrified little girl that was terrified of coming from the farm into the town, the thought of me then going to
into
Melbourne,
the city,
you can't join the police force without living in Melbourne.
Yeah.
That was what was holding me back. I was terrified. But one day I just thought, you're just going to do it. I just went up, put my application in, and I went home and I was like, oh, wow, what have I done? Like,
That's cool, though, that you took that lunge.
It was cool. It took me a while to get in.
Accepted?
It took me about 6 months because I found out I had a heart murmur that I didn't know I had.
Oh, wow, okay.
But once I got all my specialist reports and everything done, it was fine. I got accepted, and then literally just get this letter and you heading off to Melbourne is the most terrifying. Like, I still remember to this day standing, directing traffic on 12 Point, which is like Flinders Swanson and stuff, the most busy street in Melbourne, and I'm directing traffic, and someone crossing at the crossing said to me, oh, can you tell me where such and such a street is? And I said,
no idea.
I haven't got a clue. I said, I'm not even that sure where I am now. I'm just stopping traffic and then starting it again.
I'm from the country.
Yes, sorry, wrong person.
I love that. That little country girl with the curls.
I think I know how to get back to the station from here, and that's about it.
But I'll have someone in the passenger seat, so they'll direct me.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't good. I also got called Melways when I was in the police force. Some of them watching will have a laugh at that.
Melways is a book that it's a directory.
It's the Melbourne Street directory.
Yeah.
And before, we had our sat navs.
Yeah.
You couldn't go anywhere without the Melways.
No, you couldn't.
I'd love to know who made that damn thing.
Oh.
Boy, could they have made it any harder.
But the problem with those was, and for people that know what we're talking about, is you'll be on, say, for example, Flinders Street on page 23, but then when you get to the end of Flinders Street on page 23, you have to go to page 47 or something
you
stupid.
flip over wanting the street to continue, and no.
It's like, why not just put it on the next page?
Oh, that would have been way too easy. Like, you try being the observer in the car.
Chasing
someone.
Oh, no.
And this is a true story, and I've got the Melways, and and I'll never forget him going, where to now? And I'm going, up left, no right. In the end, it was just like, oh, my gosh, I'm not listening to her. Like, getting somewhere fast was nearly impossible. I had no idea. So they called me Melways, But anyway,
so what was that?
Could have been nice.
40, no, not even 40, 30-something, 38 years ago?
Well, I was 23 when I went in.
23, yeah, right.
And I did 10 years exactly.
Yeah. Oh, you did 10 years.
I think I went even to the exact month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So 88 to 98.
How was your 88 to 98? I was born in 87.
Please don't tell me that. Okay, you were just getting your nappies on while I was heading out to arrest people. You were a twinkle.
How is your mental health when you're in the police force? You go through a lot of stuff. Like you are seeing people dead. You're seeing people, like you're seeing a lot of things. I've had one of my very good friends, he owns his own watch business now, but he was a negotiator in the police force and he was in there for 14 years, I think. That's
high pressure.
So his mental health was shocking.
Yeah.
He didn't deal with it. He just kept moving on to it. The next thing.
That's what
How was yours?
Well, I'm going to say to you at the time, if you'd have asked me, I would have thought I was okay. Because for that exact reason, you just went from job to job to job. And yes, like a lot of people that have passed away, a lot of, children, babies, like all that sort of thing.
So many different things.
I was always also keenly aware early on before I had my boys that if I was at a job that was to do with a child or a baby passing or whatever, that I would sort of take the front seat for them because I knew that it was going to be so hard for them when they've got these little babies and children at home. And so I would always sort of happily say, I'll do this part, you do that part. Okay. And I thought at the time, well, this is fine, I'm fine with this, but then didn't realise later on when I had my first child that, poor Dylan, I couldn't leave him alone. I'd put him in his cot and then I'd walk out of the room and I'd think, I think the blanket's just come up a little bit and it might be covering. Then I'd be back there and
severe anxiety.
Yeah, I drove myself crazy worrying about he's too hot, he's too cold, and I was ringing my mum.
First child too.
Yeah, well, I suppose first child you all go through it, but for me it was severely heightened because obviously I was aware of
the stuff that you dealt with,
that I dealt with. So
yeah, right.
Not everything's forever and you've got no control over it.
So true. What made you get out of the police force? Was it your kids?
Literally the kids. Yeah. I had the two boys. It was just trying to do shift work.
Yeah. Mark as well working.
Yeah, balance. Well, he worked really long hours as well. He was a hard worker. He travelled all the time. He was always away. He also put himself through school as well, night school, to get his degrees in business. And it was... We had a lot of things in the air and, of course, then you also don't want the kids to suffer.
No, not at all.
We were trying to work sort of so that I was at work when he was home and, and so I did a lot of afternoon shifts, night shifts,
which is
weekends.
Tough for your life as well. Not missing out on so much with the kids.
Yeah,
when
I didn't
younger.
have a social life for 10 years.
No, you wouldn't have.
I didn't.
Yeah.
No, probably neither of us did really.
Yeah, wow.
But I definitely didn't.
Does that become taxing on your relationship?
Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah.
Looking back at it, but I don't think we didn't dwell on it. We didn't think, you
just keep going.
For us, it was just like, this is what we have to do. We don't have money.
Yeah.
We never had money. We didn't have money from either of our parents or we didn't have anything sort of.
Everything you got, you've had to.
Our first home was a commission home in North Dandenong. It cost us $98,000.
Wow. Imagine they were that cheap now.
Yes.
I'll have 10, thanks.
Yes.
Now they're $1 million.
I don't know how young people will ever do that.
Yeah. It's hard, hey. We chucked our money into the business.
Well, I think that's smart.
Yeah, I guess it is, but now it's so much harder to, tattoos, as you're well aware, tattoos are a luxury. You don't just go to the shop and get a tattoo. You have to save for it and you have to save and you have to save.
But I also think that they're a luxury that people are willing to spend money on.
Especially on the Gold Coast.
And I think young people these days are more willing to spend money on luxuries.
Yeah, true.
You try selling people gut health.
Yeah.
Because, people think, well, it's just, I don't need it. I can do without it. If it's a toss-up between getting my tattoo done and fixing my gut health, I'll go get my tattoo done. That's going to be way more fun.
Yeah, and I've got something to see. Yeah, totally.
Little do they know that it's affecting every single day of their life.
Yeah, so true. So true.
Yeah.
Amy and I've had a few colonics myself and I've had the owner of Bottoms Up Colonic.
Right. Don't know.
Susie Wilson, maybe her last name is. I can't remember. I should know that. It's so bad. And then I had one of her workers as well on. So this will be my third guest in. So I believe in this stuff as well. And I think I've seen it firsthand that there's so many beneficiary stuff for your health. And
look, your gut's your second brain.
Yeah,
it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Like literally every single thing that happens in your entire body.
Yeah.
You know, it has control over all of your health issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much. There's not anything that you could have brain or body-wise that fixing your gut won't help enhance that and make it better. I'm not saying it's going to cure everything, but it's certainly going to
couldn't agree more.
Yeah, have a big influence.
This for a lot of people that know me, and I find it funny, but I fart a lot.
Well, something's wrong with your gut health. Yeah, something's not right. Yeah.
And people say to me all the time, you need to get your guts checked.
Yeah. You're rotten, yes. You do. There you go. You got to fix it.
It's 100% true that
you're eating foods you're intolerant to, and something's wrong in your gut.
Yeah.
That's
I'm lactose intolerant, so that doesn't help.
You need some probiotics and prebiotics, and you know.
I used to take and I
need to rebalance it.
Correct. I need a whole gut reset is what I need.
Yeah. You do.
Probably a few of them.
I'll hook you up.
I'll buy them. Don't hook me up.
No.
I don't ever ask for anything for nothing.
I am my father's daughter. Let's just give everything away.
And I make no money.
He never made money in all of his
and
business.
I'll keep renting.
Just gave everything away like I do.
I'm the same.
Yeah. I'll never have a wage, but everybody else will be happy, so I'll be happy.
And they'll have a good gut health.
Yes, they will. I get excited because they have all these great results, and I'm like, oh, now I'm happy. But, you know, I guess some money would help.
Yeah, so true. So your kids were your biggest factor, but then you pivoted into fitness and wellness.
Yeah.
What made you go there?
I'm gonna say my husband was the inspiration behind that one because
he backed you. Is that
he
why?
backed me on that one? I left work and I had 2 years off.
Yeah.
And I just decided I don't think this is for me. Like I love being a mum, but man, I was I'm OCD.
Yeah. Okay.
So by 2:00 in the afternoon, you couldn't have cleaned one more thing in the house or the garden.
The tiles were sparkling.
Everything was sparkling.
The leaves were all gone.
Dinner was done ready to be heated up. There was not a weed in the garden.
Are you still like that?
My neighbours were hiding from me because I'd be walking past trying to find somebody to have a chat with. Yeah. And I just said, I just don't think I can stay home.
Okay.
Like, I think I need to have something else.
Yeah.
And plus, I got really tired of going out on these business dinners with my husband or going to the, business, the box at the footy and that, where you were interesting. People would be like, oh, what do you do? Oh, please. Everyone wanted to talk to you.
Loved you.
All of a sudden, they'd say, I'm
PT.
at home with I was at home with the kids.
Yeah. You had nothing to talk about.
They'd go, oh, okay. And then they'd literally turn away from me and I'd be like, oh, I'm literally
completely different.
Not important anymore.
Yeah, wow.
So anyway.
You should have just said I'm an ex-police.
Well, I should have, but, And, all it was that, and I thought, no, I need to do something. Yeah. And I said to my husband, I have to go back to work in some fashion, but it has to be something that I can work around the kids.
Yeah,
I'm also not willing to work a full time.
No, not at all. You want to I want
to bring the kids up. I want to be around. I want to be there when they come home from school. Yeah. So he said to me, Sharon, you spend half your life at the gym. All you do is work out. Why don't you do something for that? And I thought,
okay.
Thank you, Mark. That is a flipping fabulous. So I went back to school.
You're not the angry person everyone makes you out to be. That was
not all the time.
I love it. I don't know what the bloke's like, and I can only assume what you see is some of that's probably put on, but
I'm going to say none of that's put on.
Yeah, right.
No, none of that is put on. That is how he actually speaks.
Yeah, right.
100%.
I love it. Mitchell.
He, as you can see, he's very quick to anger.
Yeah.
And like we were talking about before, you know, the measure of how you react.
Yes.
Well, his reaction is to overreact massively to every small thing. And they know how to really push the right buttons too.
The older they get too.
Yeah, they know what really pisses him off. So,
Do they do it to you?
They probably
Sometimes.
don't. I mean, they do some things to me.
But
But not like they're not going to get that same reaction, so it's not going to be as much fun. So, you know, that whereas they know that he's just going to blow his stack over
anything,
every small thing. Yeah.
Do you know what would be cool? Would be to, and I don't know if Mitch and Dylan have thought of this, and this literally just popped in my head right now, is Mitch and Dylan used to fuck with Mark's head and stir him up, but now the grandkids.
Oh, it's going to happen. I can see it coming.
Just to, what's that? The evolve of Mitch and Dylan doing it to now.
I can see it coming because there's 4 boys and they're all a year apart. So the 2 boys have got 2 boys. Okay. Right. And then they've just, my oldest has just had the third, a girl. Yep. But the 4 older boys are all a year apart. So we're talking 6, 5, 4, 3. Perfect. Like it is getting, and they're cheeky, all cheeky, yes. All strong personalities.
Lovely.
And they've actually, I think Chloe, Mitch's partner, might have gotten them on to watching one of the episodes one time.
Oh, watching him blow up.
Whether it was Chloe or whether it was Dylan, but they literally sat there and watched some of the Angrydad episodes and they loved it. So it almost sort of made them a little bit like, let's start doing some, The oldest one, Bo, he loves to stir him up and
perfect.
And so
they just need to start recording it.
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't think it'd be that far off if they could nearly start doing it. Bo was taking him off yesterday, Dylan saying to him, when we say you're like Poppy, and then he's pulling this face, you know, it's like Poppy, or he sits back and puffs his belly out and puts glasses on and goes, look, Nan, I'm Poppy, you know, and he likes to walk around in his black T-shirts. He says, I'm wearing black T-shirts because Poppy does, you know. I feel like they've all got real strong personalities and funny personalities. They've got good sense of humour. So I feel
see a bit of it online, like of the kids. Of Mitchell's 2 boys are the crazy ones.
Mitch's 2 boys are so like Mitch. They're so individual and like, you know, little Sonny I see now. I watch him. I'm like, that is just so Mitch with, you know, he'll dance and he'll do it.
Doesn't care.
Couldn't care less who's watching or what someone's going to think of him or, you know, he'll just do it because it's fun. Yeah. And, you know, everyone's laughing and the more they laugh, the more he'll do it, you know.
That's how everyone should live their life. I love it.
Yeah.
How did becoming a mum shift your perspective on health, balance, and what really matters? It
did change it completely.
Yeah.
It really did.
In what way?
Well, it's actually really frightening to realise that you're responsible for not only the fact that this person's got to grow up healthy and hopefully stay in one piece. Yeah. You know, like you're literally responsible. Like you can make them sick and you can make them healthy. And if you don't teach them kind of the basic guidelines, and they don't listen a lot when they're teenagers, so you just keep hoping that you've said it and they'll go back to it, which they have.
Yeah, nice.
Hannah's always been a dream with that.
Yeah.
The boys, you know, sort of waver up and down a bit, but they've always got that basic thing that they know. You have to eat well. You have to work out. You have to exercise. Like, you know, so realising you're responsible for that and then also responsible for mental health and making them good people. Like, you know, making sure they're considerate and kind, good humans, care about other people, care about their community, have good manners. Like there's a lot of responsibilities in that. And I'm telling you, it's such a daily, thing to you got to keep going. It's like
so true.
You know, we talk about consistency in exercise. It's not perfection.
No,
you can't expect them to be perfect at all these things.
Yeah,
but you have to make sure that you're consistently being consistent yourself. Telling them, bringing them back. Yeah, hang on a minute. What do you say? You know. Look at that person when they're talking to you. All these little things. If you don't do that every single time consistently, they'll forget really quickly.
Yeah. So true. So true. So, it's just about building that, I don't even know what the word I'm looking for, but building those foundations, I guess. Yep. And then hopefully it stacks up to be something strong.
Well, their values, you know, their core values are so important and, you know, they're going to waver. They're going to go off and do shit that you're not going to like. You're going to be like, oh, my Lord, I do not want to know that. At the same time, you say you can tell me everything, so they tell you everything and you're sitting there thinking,
tell me.
I didn't want to know that, but okay, I'm glad I do, but I'm just going to sit here and pretend it's not worrying me. But but I'm still way better. I'm still glad that I know.
Of course.
You know, there's no surprises for me. But at the same time, you know they're going to do it all. Like, there's just no, like, we're all kidding ourselves. If
You've seen it all too, being a police officer.
Well, of course I have, and I've seen a lot worse, way worse. You know, and this is where the core values come back. If you know that at the very core they are good humans, they understand right from wrong, that you've taught them that, you know, you don't steal, like you be honest.
Rip people off,
Well, honesty is a massive one, and my dad was big on that. Like, I would like to think I could leave thousands of dollars in the room and walk out, and I know for a fact that my kids would never help themselves or do, you know, anything like that.
They might put more there.
Maybe think of a funny about Mitch, but that's another story. But at the end of the day, I know that all my kids are honest and they're all good people when it comes to that sort of stuff. They have good manners. They care about other people in the community. They're the first ones to pay for someone's groceries if they, you know, haven't got their money and they're standing in line, or hold the door open.
Little things,
so I know that's there, and I know no matter where they go, they will come back to being
perfect.
But geez, it's a job and a half, isn't it?
Yeah, well, having 3 of them would be. I've got one, not with Amy, with my ex-wife, and I found it hard just with one, let alone with 3.
Well, where do you start? It's that, you know, like, it's a big responsibility. It's
just keep going too. It doesn't stop.
No. There's no end to it.
How old are Mitch and Dylan now?
33.
So there you go.
32, sorry, Dylan. 32, 29 and 26.
Yeah. So they're at good ages now that they've, like, everything they've been working towards, they've got some very good direction in their life now, and
they have. I think having killed kids,
helps big time.
Has really completed them. Yeah.
Are they all here on the coast?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
nice.
lucky.
You are very lucky.
Yeah, I'm so lucky.
They came up because you came up, or they were up here first?
Mitch was already here.
I thought he was, yeah.
Chloe is a Brisbane girl.
Yep.
So she came from Ipswich.
Oh.
And she lived in Melbourne with us for many years, but they just decided randomly one day they left a place and they were going to find another one, and then they just literally on the spur of the moment thought,
Queensland.
Let's go to Queensland. Well, they hadn't seen her side of the family on a regular basis for a long time. They used to come and stay with us and visit a lot, but it was just lucky. It was. So they were here, but the other 2 decided after we came.
Was it COVID because you came up here because of COVID or not?
No.
Why? What made you come here?
I really wanted to come here.
Yeah.
And obviously
was it because Mitch was here?
Mitch and Chloe being here was a big thing because they had their first child. Like, I knew they were going to have their first child while they were up here and living here. And I thought, I'm going to be so far away.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be able to do stuff and help them because I'd helped my son so much when he had his first one. And I just thought, I don't know. And, like, for me, I have always known in my heart, I spoke about this with Amy before, as soon as I said that I love the sun.
Yeah.
Sunrise, sunset. She said, you're a Leo, aren't you?
Yes.
Like, it's in your blood. Yeah. And I know that this is a place that
it's everything.
I lived here in my 20s and I was so happy. It was like, you know, and I'm a country girl. I didn't ever feel great in Melbourne. Yeah. And the thought of being here, a bit more, you know, everything's a bit slower and it's more about nature. It's more about how you feel and less about how you look. I go downstairs in my pajamas to the foyer all the time and go out looking like whatever I want to look like all the time, and I don't even care. Like, I don't care who I run into, where it's in Melbourne.
Yeah, yeah.
You didn't
got
do
this
that.
persona you have to have down there.
Yeah.
I had a great question then, but it's gone.
I've made you forget it.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Sorry, it was going to be. So when you left Victoria, Mum obviously is in Victoria still.
Yeah.
Was that hard?
Very hard.
Yeah. And you obviously make a lot of effort to go back and see Mum as much as you can, as frequent as you can. Obviously, sometimes that can be a while.
So I'm very, very close to my mum.
Yeah.
I see my relationship with my mum like my relationship with my daughter Hannah.
Yeah, perfect.
You know, we are like two peas in a pod, and funnily enough, the three of us together are like three peas in a pod. We all chat and laugh and have our FaceTime drinks with my mum and stuff, cool. And very similar. And so I felt like it was going to make it. But the thing for me was I'd already been living in Melbourne, so I was already 4 hours, 4.5 hours away from her. So I was never in a position where I was there every day. Yeah. So it was always hard, but we made a massive effort when the kids were little. We travelled back to mine or Mark's parents nearly every weekend to spend time with the family, which was the best thing ever, because that's why they're all really close with all their cousins.
Nice.
Like they're all like brothers and sisters. And,
how good.
Yeah, it's good. But it was a big choice. It's a big decision. But my mum, being the queen that she is and the strong lady that she is, she said, Sharon, I've had my life.
Yeah,
I've had
good on her.
So much of you. Go and live your life. If that's what you want to do, don't stay here for me. I'm happy. She's like, Karen.
She's probably got her routine that she does, and she probably doesn't get away from too much different stuff.
She loves her routine. Yeah. She loves doing her own thing. My mum worked her entire life, and I mean till in her late 60s.
Yeah, wow.
So hard. So for her now, she can, you know, she gets on a computer and plays words with friends and does crosswords, and she reads books all the time, and she does whatever she wants to do. She'll totter around in the garden. And so for her, the knowing that, and my mum's so good with technical stuff. She's way better than me. Like she could get around a computer doing anything, and I'm terrible at it. So she's been all over FaceTime and things like that. So we FaceTime every day.
That's so good.
Yeah, I almost feel like I see more of her now than I ever have.
Yeah, that's perfect. Even though you're further away. Yeah. That's great. That's amazing. That's special. You need to grow that.
Yeah, there's nothing she doesn't know about what's going on in my life on a daily basis. Nice. Like we're always up to date on everything.
Yeah. Make sure you tell her about this, and she has to listen.
Oh, she will. Don't you worry. She'll listen to every second, and then she'll give me the Anne.
Anne?
Yes.
I hope you're well, Anne. You've raised a very good daughter, so you should be very proud.
Well, she's... like I said, it's my parents, you know, it's who they were, their strength, their courage. Yeah. They're never complaining, and always putting the family first, making sure the family were all together doing stuff. And it was more about doing things together, never about what they had, all that sort of, like, they taught me the best values ever. I feel so blessed. I just
feel what I've seen of you in the years on social media, but also now meeting you in person, and you're definitely not a fake person. What I see is on social media is what I see in person, and your mum should be very proud because she's obviously the same person you are, and you've been grafted from her pretty much.
I am
and your late father would be very proud too, I would feel.
Yeah, look, I'm, you know, the thing I want most in the world.
I'm not saying that to fucking...
No, look,
make you feel amazing. I'm just speaking my mind.
Yeah, she's a strong lady, my mum. So I
feel you are too.
I feel like I've got my strength from. I always think to myself, well, if my mum can do that and that and that, of course I can do this. Yeah. Like, you know.
Yeah, she should be very proud.
Put your big girl pants on, Sharon, and get on with it.
Bloody oath. Yeah. Couldn't agree more. What's this one say? Oh, yeah. Well, I just said you're very powerful, and you said it too. Oh, so excuse my language.
I say it. Even Mum won't mind. We will.
Was there a specific, I struggle with that word every time, moment or personal experience that made you realise how powerful you are? So that segued perfectly because I literally just said that.
You did, yes. You must have planned that well.
I didn't though.
A specific moment that made me feel powerful. All right, I'm going to say what I think. Yeah. I've had two very specific moments.
Do you think you're powerful?
I feel powerful now. I don't know that I always believed that, but I do now.
A bit of self-doubt before. Yes,
I had a lot of self-doubt before.
Yeah.
I think I came into a lot of my power literally the day I went to the police academy and was just left there on my own.
And you had no other way.
In a city, honestly, I couldn't have even told you where I was. I realised now I lived across, the road many years later. But like, you know, just that feeling of, oh my gosh, like that overwhelming, I'm just here on my own.
Yeah,
I know no one, I know nothing. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to do this. Like, I don't even know if I'm smart enough to get through all of this study.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all the things that I've got to learn. I know, but am I going to be able to shoot? Am I going to be able to,
hold a gun?
Learn how to restrain people and, you know, like all of those things. But it's amazing, you know, they say even if you're scared, you just do it anyway. Well, that was exactly how I felt. I was terrified, literally terrified. And I'd get up every morning and, like, I remember standing on the playground while, you know, they're talking and, yelling.
Yeah.
And I remember just, like, doing everything in my power not to cry. Like, all I wanted to do was just burst into tears all the time. But it's like, well, you just got to keep going. Like, you know, it can't be that bad. These people are all here and they're fine. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So, that one. And then the other one, I think I've never felt more powerful than the day I launched my business.
Nice. That's pretty cool. What made you do it? Why Beehappi? Firstly, the name. How did you come up with that?
The name that everyone said, don't call it that. But
Perfect.
The more people say don't to me, that's usually the more my mum would actually agree with that. She'd say, yeah, if I'd told her not to, she'd do it anyway. But you know, I'm authentic. It felt like it was authentically the reason I was starting it. I wanted to help people to be happy, literally. Perfect. And it was my daughter-in-law, Chloe, that helped me do my first logo, and we nutted it all out together, and she came up with it. She actually did the whole thing for me herself, and she set everything up because IT and I have got no relationship at all. I can work my phone. That's
Amy's
about
that
it.
person for me.
But it was literally, honestly, it was born from that fact that I'd done that 20 years in the fitness industry. I understood how many people wanted to actually genuinely get fitter and healthier, but they, like, for them to start, when you go from absolutely nowhere to somewhere, it's a huge amount, like, easy for people that are fit to go, just go and join a gym. Just go for a walk. Just do, you know, but some people don't even feel good enough to get off the couch and go for a walk. Like, they feel
you're 100%
terrible.
right. I used to be like that.
Yeah.
I put on 12 kilos in 9 months. So I trained for a boxing fight, lost heaps of weight, had the boxing fight.
And then
last week I weighed myself, and over those 9 months I did fuck all.
Yeah.
And I was 102 kilos, and I was like, okay.
So you're an all or nothing guy.
Correct.
Which is, you know, I think that all comes into the addictions and stuff too.
Yes, spot on.
That's why you can't do these certain things, because you're either all in
or nothing.
Or you're nothing. You have to be all out. The minute you try and have two toes in, it's going to go south. It's just, it's your personality. Well, so literally for those people, I just thought there has to be a way of them feeling good enough, just better than what they are now, so that they've just got enough to say, I can keep going, I can do this. I'm starting to feel like I could go for a walk. I can come into the gym and I'm not going to die after my first session. It's not going to be the end of my world, you know. You know, I always say that fix your gut health first. Get a PT. I don't care how much it costs you. Before a membership at a gym, get a PT, because if you're not doing stuff correctly, you are going to the gym for an hour and a half, you are wasting your time.
Do you do nutrition and stuff with your stuff?
I did it in my studies. But I'm not qualified in any way, shape or form, so I'm not going to say that I'm any of my advice. That's why I always call it Shaz's tips. It's just my tips. You don't have to listen to me. This is what works for me or what I've learned. But I was like a sponge when I did the nutrition.
Yeah, of course.
At the TAFE College. So, and I just loved. And my two instructors there were brilliant. B1 and B2, we used to call them, Bob and Brad.
The pajamas.
And Bob was the nutrition man, and I literally can hear every word, you know, that he used to say rolling around in my head, and half of that stuff that I spill out all the time on my Instagram is good old Bob. So if you're listening, Bob, thank you.
How good.
I was listening all the time. But it's, to me, it's just, if you can try and if you can do nothing else for your family, so say, you know, you're talking about your own child. teach them that their nutrition, looking after their body, treating it like they actually give a shit about it.
Yeah.
You know, like treat it like it's a new car you just bought.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Actually give a shit about it.
Yeah, so true.
Would you
leave it dirty and you're not going to run into stuff.
And people will do that with everything else in their life.
So true.
And they just can't look after their own body. And I don't even know that it's that much easier. I think it's just this thing in their head that they think it's really hard to eat well. It's actually not, and especially now.
Yeah.
Like takeaway years ago when my kids were little was literally KFC, McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have, fish and chips.
Nah.
These days, takeaway, there's so much healthy food. You don't you could have takeaway every night and still eat really healthy.
Yeah. I can't even remember the last time I had takeaway. So I don't eat shit.
No.
But when I eat too much, I feel.
Yeah.
But then Amy eats more than me, and look at her.
Oh, wow.
She's tiny as.
So there you go.
But she works out flat out.
I was going to say, and her body's working for her.
Yeah.
See, that's what people don't realise.
Yeah.
When you're fueling your muscle and you're focusing on protein as your main source every single meal.
Yeah.
You're fueling your muscle and then your muscle's working for you instead of the opposite way around.
And whole foods she eats. So she eats the good stuff.
Good food.
Yeah.
A lot of good food.
Yeah, always good food, nothing shit.
And you can tell she's quite muscly.
Yeah, she's very muscly.
And when you're muscly, you burn more calories than a sedentary person when we're sitting here on the couch together.
Yeah.
The person with the most muscle is burning the most calories.
Yeah. Clearly
it's to do with height and weight as well.
Yeah.
But, if we were the same height and weight, one of us was unfit, one of us was, I'm not saying, you don't have to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No.
Just one of us has got some body mass, muscle, and one of us doesn't work on any sort of muscle at all.
Yeah.
I would be burning twice as many calories as you, or the other way around.
Yeah.
Like it's
makes sense.
Such a simple. People don't understand that it's and people get afraid of training too and weight training because they say, "Oh, I don't want to get any bigger." You can't get bigger by accident. You know how hard it is to put mass on in a gym. That shit is hard.
Yeah,
you got to eat like a crazy person and, it's really hard.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen to you. And I think a lot of girls are put off by that. I don't know if you follow my daughter on social media.
I used to, yeah.
She is so strong.
Yeah.
She is muscle. She's muscle. So you get to that stage of your life and you have that sort of, if you're doing that with your body and your body is strong and you're working, she lifts really heavy weight.
Yeah,
she doesn't look bulky.
No. She doesn't.
They don't realise a muscle cell's actually smaller.
Yeah.
It's heavier than a fat cell.
Yeah, weighs more.
But it's 2/3 the size. So in real life, you should be shrinking in size, getting heavier. Plus you burn more calories. It's it's actually a really good, once you get that into your mind and understand that, don't worry about your scales, throw them in the bin. They're just liars.
Yeah. Listeners, this episode is brought to you by Dookies.co, a locally owned Gold Coast brand making seriously good board shorts for men. Born by the beach and made for it. Dookies is also comfortable, stylish, and laid back feel that only comes from truly knowing the coast. Whether you're in the surf or at the pub or just cruising through the weekend, Dookies has you covered. Support local and upgrade your board shorts. Check out dookies.co or follow them on socials at dookies.co. That's DUKIES.co. Use the code Meraki10 at checkout for 10% off. That's MERAKI 10 for 10% off your next order. Go check them out, guys. Back to the podcast.
Now, if I'm going to pretend I'm a DJ, it's going to be Will Sparks.
Oh, Will Sparks, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Straight
nice.
to the top. That beautiful legend.
He is. I love his hair.
Oh, how good does he look?
Yeah, his hair's amazing.
I just actually saw him literally about a week ago, maybe 2.
Yeah?
Yeah.
On the Goldie? Yeah.
Had a great chat with him. He's very, very good family friend. Him and Mitch are been good friends for a long time. But he's
a Melbourne
good
boy.
Family boy. He used to spend a lot of family time with us.
He's a Melbourne boy?
He is.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, he's got the most beautiful family. That's why he's such a great boy.
Okay.
His mum, Barb, beautiful lady, beautiful sister.
Get him on the couch. You might have to slide
I
into
could
his
do
DMs
that.
for me.
Yeah, I'll see if all I've got to do is cook him chop suey and he'll do whatever I want.
Or maybe I can buy him chop suey.
Let's see if we can get him in. Great person to talk to in the mental health space too.
I have noticed that. He does a bit of stuff with Frontrunner as well.
Yeah, he's brilliant with that.
Yeah.
And, he's like the rest of us, we all go through his stuff, don't we? So,
I'd be
it's
keen
nice
to hear about his story, not just his music, obviously, but his whole life. That'd be cool. I don't know where we're up to, but for people that are still listening,
I don't know how we got on that subject.
I looked over at the roadcaster, which records all this voice, and the red record button was not red anymore. So
it was flashing up saying, "Get rid of Sharon. We've had enough." Beep, beep.
So I reckon. I don't know where we're up to, but we apologise that this probably doesn't make too much more sense, but it'll make sense from now on.
It will. We'll make it make sense.
How do you personally keep motivation high when life gets busy and overwhelming?
Look, I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
I probably look like I jump out of bed every day and go, God, I can't. And
look at me.
Look, I'm not going to lie either. I'm going to say 90% of the time I feel that way every morning, literally.
That's good.
But there are days where
you feel like shit.
Yeah, if something's gone wrong and I take it to bed and it was weighing heavily on my mind, it can really affect how I am the next morning.
Okay.
And I've really got to give myself a pep talk.
Yeah.
I started doing some breathing. So
breath work?
Yeah. So I like to go, I love to be up when it's dark.
Okay.
If the sun beats me up, it really disappoints
me. What time?
Well, at the moment, anywhere from 4 to 5 a.m. I get up.
Amy's at 2:22 in the morning. She wakes up.
Wow. No, that's not the morning. That's still the night time.
And she's at the gym by 3 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a queen.
She's amazing.
See, I have so much respect for people that can do that. Because people always say, I can't do go to the gym, I can't do this, I don't have time.
Yeah.
I can't go for a walk. I was like, I feel like you could find the time.
Shit. Yeah. Her
It's
next thing is she wants to, and the reason why I bring this up and rudely interrupted you, so I apologise.
Don't be rude. That's not rude.
She wants to, her next step is breath work, hence why I cut in. She wants to start doing breath work. I just did a podcast with a friend of mine, Steve Groom.
Yep.
He is Fighting Fit Gold Coast, his business is called, and he's a breath work man.
Oh, fabulous.
He lives in Currumbin.
I have done it, and it's good.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. So if you ever want someone to do some stuff with you, he's about to do a 6-week thing, and it's like $150 or something. Nothing.
Oh, wow.
Very cheap.
I'll be able to pay for it out of my wage that I don't get.
But if you ever want to do one of them, I'll send you a message when they're on next.
Thank you.
If you want to join or not, it's totally up to you. He did one this morning.
The hardest part was fitting it in around,
Correct. Life.
Grandchildren,
So you just do your own bit of Wim Hof stuff,
look,
is it?
what I do, no, it's not really breath work.
Okay.
So probably
meditation?
made that sound a lot more important than what it was. No, I've just found this simple way. When I first sit down in the morning, I get my coffee, Beehappi coffee, of course.
Of course.
Sit down, and for me, I like to be looking. So I've got my balcony doors are open.
It's very gorgeous.
I turn my big squishy, comfy chair around. I settle myself back, and I'm looking directly at that. So I'm hearing it, seeing it, smelling it. So I call my senses. And the first thing that I do is I breathe in. So I close my eyes and really relax myself. I always open my hands.
Okay.
And, for me, I thank God. Like some people don't need to do that, whatever it is, but I thank him for whatever, listening to whatever the prayers, because I'm someone that will pray morning and night, I do it all the time. But as I breathe in slowly for 3, but as I breathe in and I take in positive things that I want. So I will breathe in, nearly always I will say abundance, positivity, kindness, love.
Lovely.
As I breathe in, then I'll hold it for a couple of counts.
Yeah.
keeping my eyes closed and keeping myself really relaxed. And then as I breathe out, I sigh it out, and I will breathe out. Always the first thing is negativity.
Yeah.
I breathe out stress. I breathe out anxiety. I breathe out worry.
Nice.
So that's pretty much what I do, and I do that 3 times every morning.
Lovely.
And then we actually do it again when I get to Pilates. So anything I think that I wish I'd have put in that might be a little bit different today, I might throw that in there. But I actually literally go into a deep mode when I do it again at Pilates.
Nice.
But I do that first thing every morning, and I often do it at night when I get into bed.
Okay.
Because to go to sleep, I
you
feel
need
like
to relax.
I need to let go of things that are worrying me.
Yeah, that throughout the day,
Otherwise you go to sleep, and all you're doing when you're sleeping is worrying about silly things that are out of your control.
Yeah, definitely. That's cool. That's very special.
Really helped me.
That's cool. I like that. I need to do that.
And look, honestly, you're like, we're all time poor.
We are.
But you know what? One, get up earlier.
It doesn't take that long.
We'll get up earlier. And to do that, I mean, we're talking less than a minute.
Yeah, correct.
Like,
it's not that
just
long
nothing.
at all.
You just literally just sit still for a minute and don't, like, I never put the telly on. If everyone's out of the house and it's later in the morning after I've done what I need to do, and I usually start doing work then.
Yeah.
Once I've done all that, like I often put music on if no one's in the house.
Yeah.
But that's only 1 or 2 mornings maybe a week that I might put some of my worship music or something on.
Yeah, nice.
It's very uplifting. I find it really uplifting.
Yeah.
Puts me back into a good place.
Yeah.
Makes me start thinking about being grateful.
Of course.
And actually that's one of the other things that I say often when I breathe in, what I'm grateful for.
What are you grateful for today?
Oh, I'm actually so grateful I met you, Matt. Because I've actually really enjoyed this.
Thank you.
It's nice. I mean, even meeting like Amy out the front, you felt a little connection straight away.
Yeah.
I always know immediately when I meet people.
Good people or not,
I can read them straight away.
I'm the exact same.
Yeah. If they're me kind of people or not. Yeah.
Amy and I, what you see on social media are the exact same people.
Right.
Everything we put on social media is us.
Real life.
It's we don't, like, we've done some videos with a videographer that's my mate for our shop, and Amy and I are a bit of larrikins. Yep. And Amy more so now than she ever was. But the video at the very start, it's like, hang on. So it's just the country people, and we're a bit funny, and we treat everyone the same, and people just love who we are, and you're the exact same person. So
I think
I'm grateful I met you too.
I'm very grateful for that.
And I'm glad I messaged you.
Yeah, so am I, because I'm so glad that you asked me. And it's funny because I often think, I don't know, have I got time for, and for some reason, something in my head just went, no, just do this. Yeah. And then my husband said, he's friends with Jared. Is it Jared?
Jared.
Oh, gosh, now you're going to put me on the spot. He plays, I was going to say NFL. No, it's
Rugby
not that.
League? Jamal?
Rugby League?
Jamal? No?
All right.
Oh, Jared Wallace.
Jared Wallace.
Yes,
that's who he is.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jared.
Oh,
God.
J-Wall?
Yes, I know who he is.
Yeah, Jared Wallace.
Yeah, my husband loves him.
Mark and him go to that hunting thing they did in Townsville
he's like,
recently.
he's mates with Jared. Yeah. So, and I thought, well, once, and mind you, I'd well and truly committed by then. He only said this to me, I think, yesterday. Okay. And I thought, see, that's a good sign. Jared's a good bloke.
He is. He's a lunatic as well.
And if he, I just thought I didn't have any reservation about coming and doing it. So I always trust my gut. Yeah, trust my instinct. Yeah.
Sometimes we're wrong.
Sometimes it's a lesson.
Yeah, correct.
But mostly, I think it's safe if you trust your gut and you get a good feel about something. Yeah. Would
Mark do one of these?
Sure.
He did one with my friend Robert from Better Bloke. The men's blokes advice, please. Rob Sutherland and Matt, I think his name is. They up in Brisbane. Yep. Mark would have went up there and did one with those boys
recently. Yeah.
Yeah. So if Mark would like to do one,
I'm sure
I don't
we
know
could
if he
get
will
him
or not.
I'm sure we could get him.
Because I'd like to hear his mental health story. I feel
he's had a really tough journey. Yeah, well, he had a tough upbringing, and he's got a big story to tell. His life hasn't been easy. So
you can have a talk to him.
We're all the product of
tell him how shit it was here and not to come back.
Yeah, don't go back there. Just be careful of him not recording you and you've been waffling for, you know. I'll walk out of here.
He runs a pretty good ship, but we don't know what we recorded.
He'll call me in an hour and go, look, you know that podcast we just did? None of it recorded.
I hope tomorrow. Not. I hope I don't call you and tell you that.
You'll have to find new questions in because I don't like knowing what the questions are going to be.
I'm the same. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'd be cool to get him eventually.
It would.
What role does mindset play in fitness compared to exercise?
Everything. And like we all know that.
Your
mindset is everything, absolutely everything. It's about being consistent, not perfect.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can talk yourself into and out of it every day. The minute you don't talk yourself into and out of cleaning your teeth in the morning, exactly. Why are we doing that?
Yeah.
Just get your backside out of bed, go and move. Don't care whether you're walking the dog, riding a bike, just do something.
Yeah.
Move.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, it's not hard.
This is when I asked the bottoms up girls, ladies, whatever you want to call them.
Bottoms up.
Bottoms up clonics.
Right. Oh, bottoms up, literally. Okay.
Yeah, that's what their company's called. Okay. Very smart, hey?
Yes, that's very clever. Bottoms up. Funnily enough, I had sort of a glass of gin or something in my
makes sense
bottoms
too.
up.
Yeah. What are some of the biggest misconceptions about gut health?
Look, I think
a lot of people say it doesn't matter, I feel.
I think people think it's a lot
it's way harder than
what it is, and it's not. You know, people probiotic and prebiotic and da-da-da-da-da. If you're getting yourself a good gut health product, it will have all of those things in it.
Of course.
Be wary. A lot of companies use fancy names and peptides and you know, throw in all these words and make it sound like it's different from everything else. It's not.
Yeah.
Read the back of the package.
Yeah, that's where it matters.
It has to be natural.
Yeah.
There has to be no added colorings and flavorings.
Yeah.
It has to be, you know, when you read the ingredients on the back of a panel, those ingredients are named in prevalence of how much of it is in that packaging.
Okay.
So easiest way for you, don't worry about reading the nutritional panel. Just
don't look at the front, look at the back.
Look at the back. Make sure the things that are in it are actual real food, real things, and, you know, naturally sourced and I mean, it's not hard. Like if it's collagen based like mine, and then we've thrown in lots of other things that are also amazing for gut healing and intestinal healing.
Yeah,
you know, don't make it too hard. And mine is literally a drink that tastes like cordial.
Okay.
Well, not cordial because I don't like cordial, but it tastes like a nice version of. It tastes like gin. It tastes like gin. Yeah. Don't worry, I have a few ladies that talk about making it looking, well, they don't, but they're like, we put it in a cocktail glass and we add this and we add that so it looks like a cocktail. And I'm like, that's actually really cute.
That's cool.
But, yeah, just don't make it so over, you know.
Yeah,
just think about what you're putting in you're putting in your body is the same as what you're, you know, like putting fuel in a car.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Put the right stuff
in. You don't put unleaded in
a diesel car.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, think about that as to simplify it. Yeah.
How can, we already know the answer to this one, how can gut health impact mental health and stress levels in everyday life?
It's actually so much more than you would ever believe. And, you know, people, I know they get really shocked. I mean, the first thing that once people start taking Beehappi, they'll say to me, I'm immediately amazed at how much energy I have.
Okay.
You know, that's just the very first thing.
Yeah.
Because I would say to anyone who's doing pre-workouts and, you know, living on soft drink and caffeine drinks.
I don't drink a lot of that.
You're on a roller coaster ride all day.
I probably have 1 or 2 of these a week.
Okay.
So
that's better.
Yeah. And that's when I'm here.
Yeah.
So it'll be a Saturday or a Sunday.
Yeah. Well, I'll get just to be happy and you can get yourself some sparkling water.
I'll pay for it. Oh, no, I don't want handouts. But yeah, I'm keen.
But
I'll talk about it on here as well.
Yeah,
perfect.
Look, literally, it is life-changing when you get off those things because you don't realise how much – I don't know if you understand with blood sugar levels, and that's why it's been great for people that have got diabetes and stuff like that, because with your blood sugar levels, when you have a spike, so when you have something that's full of sugar – it spikes.
rockets,
right? Which is what makes you suddenly feel, woohoo, and you think, but unfortunately it doesn't last long, and it tends to be, an hour or an hour and a half in, and then it doesn't just sort of come back down. It
plateau.
Drops, and it can't drop back to your normal level.
It's below.
Way below, overshoots, takes you right down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And can you imagine what that's doing to your mental health?
It's not good.
Like your mental health is literally, it's like doing drugs.
Yeah.
You're spiking and dropping over, like way down below.
Yeah, okay.
That often every day. You're already in that process.
Well, I'm glad I don't take them a lot then for that simple reason.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
It's Saturday or Sunday if I do at all.
And I mean, for you, it's hard. You got to have something as an outlet.
Yeah, because I can't have coffee. Yeah,
and
I think it's more so and I've only just started taking this week. Like I've had this stuff for ages, but I don't know why I started.
Yeah.
Probably because I'm working out more and I need that energy. So I need some Beehappi.
Well, yeah, and you will have it. Like you can get natural energy from so many things, and when your gut health is right, your energy will actually be there.
Change for sure.
It will be there. You won't need to have something to give you energy.
I'll order some once we finish.
Yeah. No, I won't bring you some.
No, we'll figure that out.
We will. Yes.
We already know what inspired you to start Beehappi. I don't really like this question, but I'm going to ask you it anyway. I don't know why I wrote it down. Gut health is a huge buzzword right now.
Yep.
What do you think most people get wrong about it? We pretty much just answered it by saying that it's
I think a lot of people that get it wrong just don't understand really what the basics of it is, or I think that a lot of people, especially men, look at, gut health or collagen and think, that's for girls.
Yeah.
It's so not. And I'm telling you now.
Blokes have way more problems than females.
I have so many men that take it, but their partners are on it and they're like, wow.
Oh, I want to try that.
How come you're so nice now? How come you're so happy now? Your moods have improved and you're full of energy and you're sleeping better, and they want to know, I want to be like they all start taking it. And not all of them will come out and, be spruiking about it, to their friends. I don't know. They might. But I'm telling you, I've got so many that teams, and I have a lot of guys that take it. I mean, my kids take it.
Yeah, okay.
They go on and off here and there, because they're like everything. Mitch is all or nothing. He's like you, and Dylan pretty much is too.
Yeah.
They're either right in and they're doing everything right, or they're like, oh, skip that today, and then I'll let it go for a while, and shit, I'm able to get fit and healthy again.
Yeah.
But they're both doing well at the moment. They're both back on it.
Nice. There was. It's gone. I've done it again. Can you explain in everyday terms how collagen and gut health work together?
Well, collagen is like your collagen is your gut health base.
Okay.
And it's very important. But
I remember what I was going to ask too.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you want to ask that now? You're scared you're going to forget? Do it.
So I asked this question to the other two ladies that had gut health, and I want to get your opinion on this.
Okay. Ask me.
Can gut health change your sex drive?
I would say that would be probably very much a yes.
Okay.
Because if you heal your gut, you're healing. No. But I'm just going to say, because if you're healing your gut, you're healing most of your body.
Yeah.
So it can make a difference to your heart health, to your liver health, your kidney health, your joint health.
Yeah.
Like there's
make you feel so much better.
Yeah. So what you're doing is you're healing the thing that's feeding your entire body and your brain.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to say obviously the one that I have, having so many extra gut health ingredients in it, it's not like collagen is the base.
Of course.
But most of them are collagen and might have one or two ingredients added these days.
Okay.
But, mine isn't just collagen.
Perfect.
It has 11 ingredients.
Nice.
So there are a few ingredients that are in there literally specifically for skin and hair.
Okay. I need the hair side.
But 90 or 85% of it is fully gut and intestinal health.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I need it. Nah.
So the answer is yes. I'm sure it could.
More sex drive. No,
Well,
I definitely don't need
who
that.
knows?
I definitely don't need
Oh, God, okay. Here we go.
I'm not
This
asking
is
for myself.
No. Okay. You don't want to start a rumour? Okay.
Well, I cut you off when I asked about
Oh, that's all right.
collagen and gut health
I think
working
we
together.
went through it then anyway.
Yeah. This will be a good one. How do you balance running a wellness business, which is pretty much what Beehappi is,
Yep.
and staying authentic in a crowded health industry? So how do you stay grounded pretty much?
Okay. This is probably, it's probably a plus and a minus for me because for me, it's really important to me that I remain extremely authentic. And I'm battling against all these huge companies that can sell their product cheaply. They can make it much cheaper because they can order it in huge bulk. Yeah. I can't do that.
No, of course not.
My poor manufacturer, we fight back and forwards all the time. Like, I can't do that. I'll be broke. I can't even afford to,
Yeah. Makes sense.
But it's really important to me that I remain authentic and always stand by the reason I started the business in the first place. Mm-hmm. So it's there to help people feel better.
Yeah.
And if I'm not making sure that that's my main focus all the time, and that's why I said before I'm like my father and I end up giving so much of it away. People are like, I want to try that. Oh, yeah, I'll give you some. I'm the queen of giving it away.
Yeah, not good.
But then I'm also
Oprah Winfrey.
I'm also that person that's sitting there thinking, I'm just proud that it's doing well. So, what I would like people to remember when they're ordering anything online, that why would we not back Australian businesses?
Of course, yeah.
Like, why are we going to these huge businesses?
Yeah.
And let me tell you, when you think you're saving $20 or $30, one, have a look at what the contents of what you're having, because, if you're buying it overseas especially, like the regulations are very different to what we have. And like, is there a brand behind it? Is there a person behind it? Is there an authentic reason?
Yeah.
Do they actually care about you? When you ask a question, are you talking to that person that owns that company? Like, do you have any access to them?
Yeah, so true. So true.
So that's what's important to me.
Adam Sutherland that owns evidence-based training,
Yes.
the man I'm talking about that everyone loves at the moment.
Right.
He's just started his own collagen gummies.
Right.
Which is, and he's called out all the big dogs that were making them. None of them had collagen in it.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
Like the things that go on.
It's crazy.
And people say, oh, it's got this and it's that. And I'm like, have you actually read the, ingredients?
He purchased all these.
Yeah.
And purchased all these big companies' products, or obviously just like you can go down to the shop and buy them.
I would not be surprised.
And then he tested them all, sent them all away. Not one of them had collagen in them.
Yeah.
And he called them all out, and now he's made his own that have collagen in it.
And I would add to that you would also need to think about the fact that when you take any supplement, it has to actually be absorbed by your body to work.
Yeah.
So I would say to you, think about how you're taking your supplement and what its ability to be absorbed by your body is going to be, and that's why people say to me all the time, why don't you make it into gummies? Why don't you make it into tablets? I keep it as a powder for that exact reason.
Do you have sachets and tubs or just sachets?
I don't do sachets. Mine's in tubs.
Tubs, okay.
And I do that because, people say, oh, why don't we have samples? Well, what's the point of me giving it to you once?
Just
you buy a tub.
Yeah.
That's going to last you almost a month.
Yeah, nice.
By then you're going to see, and most people within 3 days will notice a huge difference to a lot of things. By then you're going to start to notice a lot more.
Yeah.
And if you're not happy at the end of that, you send me back that tub and say,
okay,
I'm not happy, it's not working, I'll give you your money back. I'd rather do that than give you a sample.
Yeah, of course.
In 1 day, 2 days,
it's gone.
You're not going to get anything out of it. You're not going to notice enough.
So true. You already answered how quick can you see the benefits in 2 or 3 days. What's one of your proudest moments in your life? Completely off topic. We've reflected on a little bit of your life, not all of it. There's no right or wrong answer, by the way.
No, look, I think probably I'm going to go back to, I think probably the day I graduated from the police force. I don't think I could believe myself. And I still think I remember standing there thinking, God, am I going to be able to do this job now? Like, have I just faked all this? Like, have I just got through all this and I don't really know or remember any of it? I remember actually questioning myself.
Yeah, right.
What's the point in learning the powers of arrest? Can I apply them? What's the point in learning all these, Anyway, like, I think that was probably
like tall poppy
one of my
syndrome
best.
in a way, was it?
I think, no, that was for me back then. I was just always underestimated or underbelieved in myself.
Yeah,
I never believed that I
you could do
was
it.
smart enough.
You did
strong
very well.
enough to do it. But
that's
anyway,
pretty cool.
I just kept bumbling along. So I suppose probably
You did it for 10 years.
I did bumble along for 10 years. Hit it all well.
What position? What was your role?
I got only just senior constable.
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
Only, yeah. And I loved it, honestly. Nothing taught me more in my life than what I learnt in that job. About being respectful, about being humble.
Yeah.
Like, I know my dad always, for him it was really important that we be humble.
Yeah.
But I felt like I humbled myself even more when I joined the police force because, little country girl,
I
haven't had your eyes open to a lot of the world.
Yeah.
And, of course, you're going into situations where, you've got all different walks of life.
Yeah.
And genuinely, for me, it was really humbling because it made me think, well, I genuinely feel bad for this person. Like this person has a terrible start in life, has not been handed a parent or two parents or a house or whatever.
Yeah.
And so learning that just to humble yourself and not judge people and understand that people get in bad situations, people do bad things. It doesn't mean they're bad people,
And it's just a one-off possibly, but.
Yeah, I feel like that taught me a lot about. So I'm so grateful for that.
You should be very proud too. Well, very, very proud.
I'm proud of actually making it through, and even though I thought I had no idea what I was doing and bumbled around, but I made it through. So there you go.
Do you get anything after 10 years of being in the police force? Do you get?
Oh yeah, I got plaque. I can't remember what I got now. You get different. I've got a plaque there somewhere hiding in my cupboard.
Yeah.
You get to take. I got to take. Your hat, but they take the badge off it.
Okay, do they?
Right. The old hats. We had the old navy blue uniform,
leather ones.
They were like real with the policeman ones were terrible. When I joined, we actually got given a handbag, part of our uniform, a black handbag. I remember looking at it thinking,
no,
I didn't have it for 5 minutes. never even took it to work with me. Like it was just, I thought that is the most useless piece of equipment ever.
That is
very
weird.
Funny. Yeah. You're going to be able to hang that on your equipment belt anywhere. It was literally this big.
Hang it off your gun.
Put my gun in my purse. I feel like that would be a little unsafe.
It would. Where do you see the future of gut health in Australia and where it's heading? I think it's becoming, and this is me speaking for you here, I think it's becoming a lot more like pronounced. Like it's actually so many more people are learning about it. But so many people still don't know.
Look, you know what I love? I love that people are really now spending a lot more time learning and going to natural health professionals.
Yeah.
Like there's always a time and a place to go to a Western doctor.
Definitely.
But Western doctors they're not studying nutrition.
No.
They're studying medicine.
Yeah.
So if you need medicine and you need medical help and you need surgeries and things like that, that's the place to go.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to literally learn things about nutrition and your health, go to a nutritional specialist, not your pro doctor is as blind as you are when it comes to a lot of that because that's not what they're studying at university. That's not what they're doing. So
definitely not.
And I think it's great that there's so many wonderful, health nutritionists and highly qualified doctors that are on there now, doctors of nutrition, like natural.
Yep.
And there's so many places you can go and they talk about it so much. So I think we've all become a lot more aware.
Yeah.
And so listen to them. They know what they're talking about. Make sure you're listening to the right ones, which can be difficult.
Don't listen to the ones on social media.
Well, look, some of them are great.
Yeah. There's
some
so
of them
many
are fantastic
professionals out there too.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit.
Do your research.
Do your research and probably listen to what they're saying because they're spruiking something in particular, you know.
Yeah.
Me, I'm talking about Beehappi, but I've put a lot of work into making sure that it's a very natural product, and I'm not eating any money out of it still. So here we go. Still giving it away. But
you've got the right the right direction, you're doing everything for the right thing.
Well, you know, I love that guys like you talking about mental health now, and like I just had a big chat with Davey Lloyd recently, who's very big on. He realised the minute that he got himself sober and out of that terrible place, that fixing his gut health was hugely important.
Yes.
And I love that you understand that the gut and brain connection, and that,
definitely,
you know, when you're talking mental health, you've got to fix the insides
Couldn't agree more.
You know, you can't just work on perceived things.
You've got to keep going too. You can't stop.
You have to have clarity. You can't be brain fogged and trying to work your life out. Like, it's not going to happen.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
It's one thing seeing it and knowing about it, but actioning it's the next step. So I probably don't action it. I know the benefits of it all, and I know, but it's like working out. Like you said before, I'm an all in or nothing.
You're an all or nothing guy, so you need to go.
I need to get back into.
You do need to get into that, because I think you're doing so much work in so many other places that you will find, if you heal your gut, and you know your partner's like the massive believer.
She is.
She will be able to help you there as well. But you know, if you heal your gut, that
for sure,
that's going to make you. It's not going to take you in a worse place. It's going to put you in an even better place. Because clarity in your mind is, you know, especially when you're going into those darker days. When you've got a clearer mind, it does really help you, and I know it helps me to go, come on, Sharon. Like, all right, I can see you down. I can see it's bad, and you feel like you're not going to come back. You're depressed about it. You're feeling terrible about it, but come on, like you can do this. Like, because you've got that little bit of clarity, you can be just like, you can do it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and sometimes it's a little thing like just, I'll look in the mirror and I'll be like, just smile. You don't want to, but just smile, and you force yourself to smile.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you smile, you think, oh, that kind of feels a bit better.
Yeah.
And then you kind of feel a bit dorky because you're smiling at yourself in the mirror, so you have a bit of a laugh as well.
I'd say that to the boys at work.
Yeah.
Just smile, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's really not that hard. Smile.
Yeah. And I reckon smiling at someone else, like, you know, when I'm walking to Pilates and I walk past people, so many people just, you know.
Yeah.
And I always like, you know, and they probably think, well, she's looking at me for, but I'm like, well, just smile at me. I'm looking for someone to make me feel better. Because sometimes it's really hard. You walk in and it's hard to smile and you don't feel like it.
Couldn't agree more.
And, you know, there's times when you have better days and smiling's just so easy.
Yeah.
But forcing one in changes your mindset.
Yeah, I and that's where I'm at in my new direction of my health, and that at the moment is just do it. Like, fucking have a go.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. You're like, you know, all right, it's bad. It's not terrible.
Yeah.
It's not the end of everything.
So there's a thing called Podcast Royale, where these podcasters fight each other, and they've done the last 2 years. The very first one they did was 2 years ago.
Right.
And this will blow your mind. It was the fastest ever boxing avail sellout in Australian history.
Oh, wow.
So bigger than Pacquiao, Horn, bigger than Mundine, what's his name, Green. Like all these huge fights that we've had in Australia over boxing history. The very first one, and they've both been here at the Gold Coast at the Entertainment Centre.
Wow.
Sold out in 15 minutes. I think it was 4,500 tickets. And then the one last year was 6,500 or something. It didn't sell out as quick, but
these boxing events here
are ridiculous.
Yeah,
so
they go well.
So you know, like No Limit and stuff like that the big ones that they do now.
Right.
This shit's all over them.
Fantastic.
And it's just podcasters that have never fought before, and they just obviously
getting in there,
and fighting.
Yeah.
And
so how much boxing training I'm leading up?
So I haven't fought on this, so I want to fight in April next year. If they do it, they should be. So I've just started training now, but hopefully get it on April. And then I'm posting. I haven't posted one for a few days.
Yeah.
Which you might have seen on my socials.
I did. I think I did see that last one.
So and then I'm doing the haircut one as well for Felice. So if you know Felice, or if Mark knows Felice, or Mitch, or someone,
they might. They seem to know everybody between them. Don't worry.
I'm just trying to get him on.
They don't know. Yeah, I'll find out.
Very hard man to get.
Okay.
Very, very hard. Man
well, I don't, but one of them probably will.
For anyone listening, what's one simple technique that could better your life?
Oh, look, just straight up exercise. No, exercise. It's a bit like, honestly.
Yeah.
Exercise.
There's so many answers, but
exercise and stop and think before you speak.
Mental clarity.
Before you type, especially.
Yeah, there's a lot of those around. I call those out, those people, on my socials.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
I don't like that. You know, like, I just find myself, I just delete them when they comment because I think if I leave it there, then it's going to incite other people, you know, then people want to stick up for you and then people get against that. And then it's almost like it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So I don't want any feeding into it. So I don't really have a problem with it.
I call them out or I just block them.
So you're better off to block them.
So they can't comment on anything.
Block, delete, bye.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, it's no.
Yeah, good luck to them.
And they're probably just having a really shitty day, to be honest. Yeah. And they're probably not a terrible person. They're probably just really unhappy that day or in that stage of their life. So,
listeners, as everybody knows, I wear Frontrunner on every episode of the Meraki Podcast. Frontrunner is an Australian streetwear label dedicated to crafting the highest quality apparel available in the market. Whether you're chasing PBs, chasing the kids, or just chasing the weekend, Frontrunner has you covered. I've been wearing their stuff on and off the mic, and honestly, it's the kind of fits that make you feel like you've got your life together, even if you don't. Check them out at frontrunnerau.com or follow them on socials at frontrunnerAUS, because if you're going to run your own race, you might as well do it looking good. Let's go.
Oh, look, when you asked me the main reason why I have done all the things that I've done in my life and what my real motivation is, obviously my parents was a big thing to make them proud, but my biggest thing that I want to do is I want to leave a legacy for my kids that they're proud of me.
Okay.
Not just for being their mom, but I want them to be proud of me like I am of my parents for all their achievements, and I want them to know that you can do anything you ever want to do in your life.
Yeah.
You've just got to believe in yourself enough to do it.
Yes.
You should never be afraid of trying things because every single thing that you try is never a failure. If it doesn't work, it just means you've got to reset yourself.
Yeah.
And you to try something else or try it a different way. But mostly I want them to be super, super proud of me. I want them, you know, when I'm gone to be able to say, my mum was actually pretty cool. She actually did do this. She did do that. She wasn't silly. She was smarter than I thought. She, you know, she achieved a lot more things than I thought she ever could. And she still spent a lot of time raising good kids at the same time. So I want them to be proud of me. Like, you know, I spend my whole time literally just waiting for my kids to be proud of me.
Yeah.
Like that's
I
what
think they are. They probably just don't. Well, they probably do say it.
Well, they do at different times, yes. But, you know.
You don't want them to all say it at the same time because that'd be a bit scripted maybe.
It would be, yeah. If you sat them down here on the couch, they probably wouldn't. But I do want them to be. So, like, that's my big thing.
Yeah.
You know, one day they will look back and go, actually, Mum was pretty... She actually, you know, she had it all together more than what we thought. And she did achieve more things than what we thought she did. Yeah.
They'd be very proud of you, and your parents would be proud of you too, especially your late father.
Yeah, I know Dad would. I really wish I'd achieved some of these things.
Yeah, before he
passed away.
Yeah.
I think he'd be really proud of me starting my business because I don't think he ever would have thought I would do that, especially when I was 56 when I started it. So...
Yeah, that's cool.
I think he would be really proud of that because my dad reinvented himself so many times, and that's what
And that's
I
what
would
you're
lean
doing.
back into is,
Yeah.
you know, everyone's like, you're 56, you really want to start a business? Like, you sure that's what? And I thought, well, now the more you're not believing that I can do it, the more I'm going to prove that I can, you know?
I'm so glad to hear that.
Every time someone says to me, you should give up, it's too much, it's this, I think, right, the more you say that, the more you're making me want to, like, be successful.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you've got to get going soon, but I want to quickly hit you with these funny questions.
Oh, we like a funny question.
Any superstitions or routines?
Oh, gosh, I'm the most routine person you've ever met. Like, routine is my life.
You and Amy.
I'm a shocking routiner. But I'm going to say probably one of my biggest superstitions is locking and unlocking my car. Like, I did it yesterday. Yeah, that's it. I will get out of the car, I will lock it, and I'll walk off, and I'll get halfway across the road, and I'll be like, did I lock my car?
Yeah.
And I know I've done it. And, you know, I think, well, I just have to go back and check. Yeah. That's just one of the things. I've always done it.
Nice.
Haven't I? I have to go back and check. It's like the old iron, you know. You left the iron on, you end up taking it with you to work. It's the only way you can get in the car and stop think I've left it on.
I love that. You're stuck on a deserted island. What 3 things are you bringing?
Be happy, for sure.
Oh, of course you were going to say that.
Because I can add that to water, so that's easy.
Yeah.
A bit salty, but I'm still got it. My kids and my grandkids.
Oh, okay. Mark
Sorry, Mark. Sorry, Mark. The kids take precedence over all that.
Yeah.
But no, I would take my family 100%. Like, that would be my big thing. We'd probably all kill each other on there.
Yeah, highly likely.
But, you know.
My question is, how are you going to eat? Where are you going to sleep?
Yeah, well, we'll worry about that. We fish. Well, my kids are all good fishers.
Okay.
They're fishermen, and so are the grandies, so they'd keep us in fish.
Okay. So I usually, this will still work through this, but I'll ask you the question first because I reckon we might know it. But your life has a theme song. What would it be?
Cover me in sunshine.
I knew you were going to say that. That's why I was like, I don't think we need to. That's your ringtone on your phone.
I feel like that's my phone ringtone.
Such a good song too.
It's like a bit of a family thing. I sing "You Are My Sunshine" to all my kids, my grandkids when they were, you know,
nice
when they're little. So it's a bit of a theme song to me.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, and then, I don't know, I would have a few probably, but that would be I'd have to say I'd pick that one.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. So we don't need to play that one. I usually play the music through the headphones.
Yeah. No, I feel like that would be it for me.
This one's cool. If you had to swap lives with one person for one day, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Ooh, one
very hard question.
Who would I swap lives with? Ooh. Look. That is a hard one. Do they have to be alive still?
No, dead or alive.
Doesn't matter?
Yeah.
It would have to be someone really... I'm going to have to say someone like Gandhi, where you just... where you would be just... The knowledge you would get in one day would be worth it.
Yeah.
So
and then you could use that to...
That would be my choice.
Okay.
Make me a better person.
Yeah, nice. I like that. Haven't had that answer before. If your body could say one thing about you, what would it say?
Help! No.
My last guest had that same answer.
Did they?
Yeah.
I feel like it would say...
Help?
I think it would say that she never gives up. She never quits.
Lovely. I like that. I have 5 questions that every guest gets at the end.
I love that. I should have watched it beforehand.
The first one is, do you have a party trick? And if so, can you show me?
What's my party trick? I feel like my party trick is like I'm a little bit also known in my thing for being, you know, double parked and triple parked.
Okay, slow drinker.
My party trick is,
sculling.
I'm always behind everybody else and I'm always double parked and triple parked. Unlike my sister who's no longer with us, she just used to go around helping herself to She'd just take mine out of my hand and walk off, and she'd have 3 drinks for different reasons, and I'm triple parked because I can't keep up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
This one will be interesting. Who's the most famous person in your phone? It can either be through like inboxes or phone number. You don't have to talk to them all the time, but someone that's very famous. And I don't expect you to call them or message them.
That's a really hard one to answer because I feel like I would have so many.
That's what I mean. In your eyes, who's the first person that comes to you?
All right, I'm going to have to say Jeff Fennick then.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, Jeff Fennick's a very good friend of mine. We talk all the time, like very regularly.
Okay.
And, you know,
very, very
well, boxing champion, you know, 3 times.
Yep.
You can't, you know, like
he's
that's
very famous.
I would say him, and not only that, he's just a bloody ripper guy. Very, very kind human. Like he's done some very kind things for our family and our family's friends.
Nice.
And gives his time, and he's very much behind the scenes, and you wouldn't notice. And he sends me motivational stuff all the time.
Nice.
You might see I repost them a little bit.
Yes.
But he sends me a motivational quote or a motivational thing like, this reminds me of you, or I thought of you when I heard, you know, like we would talk, on Instagram, at least once a week.
Nice.
Yeah.
His daughter.
And not only that, when he comes here, we catch up. We'll go out for dinner with the family, like with my husband and stuff. And he's done some amazing, incredible.
That's cool.
He's very good at help, very kind-hearted man.
His daughter is dating Bradman Best that plays for the Knights.
Yes. I don't know him, but Kayla we know really well. Kayla's come and stayed with us at our place in Melbourne, and beautiful family. And Susie, his wife, is absolute doll.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, she looks like a doll. Yeah. She's living proof of gorgeous, but she's just also a really, really good mom, really invested in her family, really kind lady. You know, again, been out for dinner with her.
Lovely.
Susie's
great friends.
Kayla and stuff. Yeah, so I think I'm going to say him, and you know, like
that's
there would probably be a lot of people that I could say, but I'm choosing him because he's very, a good friend and a great guy.
Very famous also.
And he's very famous. They don't hand out world titles after going out of fashion.
No. Especially 3 of them.
There's a fair bit of hard work in that. And
what's one thing you can't live without? One thing, only one thing.
Honestly, I'm going to say my kids again. Sorry, but
of course,
just let's know it's the first thing that comes into my head. Like
first, no right.
Without them, answer. I'd be nothing.
I've had heaps of people say that you aren't together anymore.
When you put that question up, that people would ask that. I don't care. You can leave it in. That's fine. People ask that all the time.
Because you don't put shit on.
Look, it just depends, you know, on what's going on. And I don't know how they would ask that because I have posted us in the car together going around with the grandkids. Like, we're both living in the same house. I think it's because Mark hasn't been posting much on his
doesn't put anything
social lately about me. I have no idea why, but I think that has made people question it. But
he's just doing reno shit on his.
Well,
that's all
he's
doing.
At work every single day of the week now. Like, we're not home in the house together. He's not bored on the couch following me around, following me while watching me and doing the gardening and, doing his crazy, like, he gets home, walks the door, he goes off for a sauna and and I give him his dinner and I'm doing my thing, he's doing his thing. Like, we're still, of course we're still happily married.
Lovely.
Yes.
So shut the fuck up,
and
everyone.
You know what, it's okay that they question it, but
it's none of their business at the end of the day.
You've also got to be careful what you read into, and I think that they question it because some of those, social media,
of course,
people have
the pages
have been saying stuff about it, but don't believe what you see on them. They use you for clickbait. Like at the end of the day, people think they're going to get something real, and it's not. Yes, so.
And the last one is all your questions were. To do with separation, which is both together. And then the last one is from M_Holden. Not a question. I just love them. Favourite people in the world. Sharon is my idol.
You know what? She is a beautiful girl. She's from New Zealand. I know exactly who you're talking about. And I have been talking to her for years.
Okay.
Because I never met her.
Okay.
But I identified very early on. She's a single mum.
Yeah.
She had no support team around her.
Yeah.
And no confidence.
Okay.
And literally what she wanted most in the world was love.
Yeah.
So I feel like it doesn't take that much out of my day to constantly check in on her. Oh, she's a beautiful girl.
Yeah,
she's a beautiful girl. And she's also had an incredible results journey with Beehappi. She was quite a big girl.
Nice.
And
well done,
she's become extremely confident now.
How good.
She posts photos of herself and she looks bloody awesome.
Yeah.
She got herself a PT, so she listens to me as well. She went and did all the things I told her to do.
Nice.
Don't try and go to the gym and blindly work it out for yourself. Get a PT. Learn how to do it all correctly. And then go off and do it yourself.
Do the right steps. How good.
So she's blossomed and grown, and I'm so proud of her. And I think, we've talked about, so many things with bullying and confidence and all that sort of stuff. She's got a little boy that she's bringing up on her own, so she needs to be able to give him all those tools, and she has them now.
So good. Because of you.
Because she can pass them down. Well, and it hasn't taken that much. I mean, of course it takes time answering people.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think...
Especially when you've got shitloads of them in there
and
too.
it is a lot, and it's a lot daily. So sometimes I get days behind, but I always try and catch up. But at the end of the day, even it does take me time, that can make a massive difference to somebody's life.
Correct. So true.
If I can give a little bit of my time to make a massive difference to someone's life, and I know I talk to enough people to know how many people I help on a daily basis. So I feel good about that.
Yeah. Well, we're pretty much done. Hopefully this all fucking goes together.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Crossed.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine.
It should be fine.
Yeah.
It'll just be the audio. The audio might have to be pulled off of the video, so I don't.
That's okay. We'll work it out.
I don't know if the audio will
match up.
But my mate's a sound wizard, so it should be pretty good.
We'll have faith.
We'll figure it out.
We're going to put it out.
It won't be out for a few weeks anyway. It'll be out in like 3 weeks, so he'll have plenty of time. But what I wanted to say was thank you so much for being yourself, for doing everything you do, and I am truly grateful for you coming here today and dealing with this whole schmozzle.
Yeah. No, that is
and
my
for coming
pleasure.
into my life also.
And thank you for genuinely believing that I was important enough to even have a conversation with, and someone that might be able to help a little bit in the mental space area, because it is important to me.
That was my main factor. There was the mental health stuff, but your business also, because that coincides with the mental health. So I wanted to promote that as also. I don't have a humongous following, but
it doesn't matter. How many people follow you is absolutely not important to me.
No, not at all.
People say all the time, how many people follow? I'm like, honestly, I don't care.
Yeah.
I care about the quality of the people.
Yeah, spot on.
And, if they're going to be disrespectful, they'll get blocked. So that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, just,
you won't get that from me.
that. It's not going to happen. You're on the wrong horse there.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm just so glad that I have the opportunity. I feel like that's why God put me here on earth.
Of course.
He gave me the jobs that I've had in the past. To me, they've all lined up to it, but even though they're very different, to bring me on to a place where you're literally trying to help people have a better life. And if you can do that with a handful of people before you go, then you've done something good, haven't you?
Yeah, you have, and you continue to do it.
Well, fingers crossed, that's what I'm here for, and I'll keep trying forever and ever. So,
amen.
Amen, yeah. All right, so you even know the Lord's Prayer. I like that.
Thank you so much, Sharon.
Thank you, Matt.
Amazing.
Oh, whoops, hang on. I didn't do that. And I've also just knocked him out, Murray.
Thank you so much.
Gotcha.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
That was amazing.
This has been another Pod Perfect production.